Today we get a story of this Minecraft kid that gets super mad when the subscriber says that Minecraft is a trash game, and the Minecraft kid gets so mad that he does all this crazy stuff like throwing rocks at the subscriber, trying to poison the subscriber's water, dude. Like, it's completely ridiculous. Leave a like in the video to claim your free nothing, and let's call today's subscriber who sent in a story, let's call him James. So anyways, this all happened one day in 3rd grade. So James and a bunch of other kids in his class, they're all sitting around a table at lunch. And James didn't know all these kids super well, but they were all in his class, so he was all kind of friendly with all of them. And they were talking about a lot of stuff. They were having, like, debates or whatever. And, you know, the first debate was, like, which show is better? Like, do we like Adventure Time or regular show better? Personally, I think both are very fire. I was watching some regular show last night. Man, that show still slaps. X number of years later, bro, that's what I'm saying. But anyways, right, eventually the topic of, like, what is the greatest game of all time came up. Some people, I don't know, they were saying some Xbox games, like, I don't know, like Call of Duty or something like that. Some people were saying, like, Fortnite or something. And then this one kid said Minecraft was the greatest game of all time. And let me just say that, you know, I wasn't a kid who ever had an Xbox. I didn't have a PC. I was always stuck to, like, iPhone, iPad games, and then more recently, I have a Mac, which I use for school, but I also use for recording games like Minecraft. So I've always had, personally, I'm a huge fan of Minecraft, partially because that's one of the games I could ever have. But basically, right, the subscriber, who we're calling James, as soon as this kid said, oh, Minecraft is the greatest game of all time, look, dude, James just isn't a fan of Minecraft, and that's totally okay. So James kind of said, like, jokingly, he's like, dude, Minecraft is trash. Like, it's not even close to the top game ever. It sucks. And then after he said that, right, this kid, who we're going to call the Minecraft kid, aka the one who said Minecraft was the greatest game, kind of just goes really silent. And James kind of just looks at him and is like, don't worry, bro, I'm just joking. That game's okay. Like, I'm not a fan, but, like, you're allowed to like it. But this kid doesn't say anything. He just starts looking at James. And he gets his like, brows start to, like, furrow and, like, or whatever it is when they get all, like, scrunchy. And he's like, he starts making this noise. He's like, kind of like, you know, I don't know, a plane is flying by. James is like, oh, bro, is a plane flying by, dude? And he just hears the Minecraft kid go, and the Minecraft kid eventually stands straight up. His fists are balled. He looks at James. He goes, hiss. The kid literally hisses at him, bro. Like, I'm not even kidding. The Minecraft kid looks at the subscriber all angry and hisses at him and then runs away. And look, okay, they're in 3rd grade, but even everyone else at the table, dude, I don't care if you're in 3rd grade, everyone else at the table was like, bro, what did I just witness, dude? Like, what? And James is kind of thinking to himself, like, dude, like, I'm just going to ignore that. I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen, and I'm just going to go about my life. And this is where the strange sequence of events starts to happen. So anyways, right, you know, James goes to class is normal, and eventually, you know, he gets out of class, and it's time for recess. So James is hanging with his friend, let's just call him Henry. So James and Henry, they're just, I don't know, they're at the swings. Dude, I used to love the swings back in the day, but they were at the swings, just kind of sitting there, having a pretty good time, when the Minecraft kid, you know, kind of, you know, shows up into James's view, and James is like, oh, there's the Minecraft kid. I haven't seen him since he hissed at me at lunch today. And the Minecraft kid, he makes eye contact with James. And James and the Minecraft kid kind of stare at each other for, like, a fat second. And James in his head is like, all right, bro, this is kind of awkward. And so James and the Minecraft kid are kind of just looking at each other. And James is like, all right, this is kind of weird. And then all of a sudden, the Minecraft kid starts sprinting towards James. And Henry looks at James and is like, dude, do you know this kid? And James is like, yeah, I'll explain later. And, like, in the middle of saying later, the Minecraft kid comes up to him and literally bites James on the arm. He thankfully doesn't break the skin, because then there can be infections and a lot of bad stuff like that. But he goes up to James and basically bites him. And James is like, bro. And the Minecraft kid is like, this is part 1 of my revenge. And then sprints away. And Henry looks at James and is like, dude, what just happened? And, you know, James is inspecting his arm. It's like, all right, he didn't break the skin. Like, this is kind of a little weird, but whatever, dude. And, James eventually explains what happens at lunch, and Henry's like, dude really took it that seriously? Is it not just a video game? It's also a video game. It's not like he made the game. It's not like he's taking it personally. He just likes the game, bro. Like, what's up with that? Real quick, the secret word of the day is Minecraft, so comment Minecraft down below. I'm going to try and heart some comments to say that, but just know I'm busy today, so don't take it personally. Make sure you've joined the Discord, turn on my notifications, and follow me on Instagram. That's where you submit the stories. Anyways, right, so at this point, James is just like, okay, whatever, he bit me, I guess we're even now or something. Still totally weird, but I'm going to go about my day. So James at his school had cubbies where you put your backpack, you put anything else. They weren't lockers where they'd close. They were kind of like lockers, but they were open, if you don't know what a cubby is. So kind of anyone could, in theory, go in there. It's just like lockers, like if it gets locked, that's a whole deal or whatever. And they weren't really carrying anything that important. They didn't need computers because they were in 3rd grade. But James walks back to his locker and he sees that the Minecraft kid is there. And James, instead of like confronting him, wants to see what he does. So he kind of hides, but hides in a way that he can see what he's doing. And all of a sudden, right, James sees the Minecraft kid carrying, like he sees in one hand, a little plastic bag of dirt. And in that plastic bag of dirt is just like, it's just like a bunch of dirt and soil and just a bunch of random crap, right? So anyways, James is looking and he sees the Minecraft kid take his water bottle out of his cubby, and then he opens the thing of dirt and starts pouring the dirt into his water. And first of all, James is like, bro, really thought I was going to drink that, even though the water looks like, I don't know, my dog did number 2 in it. Like, I'm not drinking that. Like, maybe if my drink was, like, brown colored already and you poured dirt into it, you could prank me like that. But, dude, there was water in there, bro. But to be fair, it wasn't a clear water bottle, so, like, maybe you wouldn't have even looked. I don't really know. Anyways, right then, the Minecraft kid, after filling the water bottle with dirt, closes it up again, puts it back in the cubby, and then the Minecraft kind of looks to his left and looks to his right, but thankfully, James is hidden away enough that he doesn't see him, and the Minecraft kid then runs away. So James gives it like 30 seconds and then walks up to his locker, and sure enough, or his cubby, not his locker, and sure enough sees that there's a water bottle, and he opens it up, and yep, it is full of dirt and random crap and grime and stuff. Like, he's like, dude, really? You really was trying to prank me with this? Like, dude, I don't know what's in here. Like, there could be, like, stuff that I'm allergic to or stuff you're not supposed to eat. Like, Minecraft kid really out here trying to get in the water supply of this kid, dude. But it doesn't end here. You might have thought that was the end of it. It doesn't end here because sure enough, right, James puts it away, grabs his backpack. He needs to go to class anyways. And this class he has with the Minecraft kid. And he's like, oh, boy, like, I really got to have class with this guy. So anyways, goes to the class, is literally just kind of sitting there, and the class ends, the bell rings, whatever, and James, he needs to go talk to the teacher, so James is there a little bit later, and the Minecraft kid is very slow packing up his bags, and the teacher is like, all right, James, I gotta run, but thanks for coming to talk to me. James had forgotten to like submit something, like hand in some homework, so he was handing it in late or something. So James goes back to his desk, and everyone except him and the Minecraft kid are in the class, and the teacher has already left at this point. So the Minecraft kid, who has his backpack on, runs up to James and kicks him in the shin and then runs out of the class. And James is like, oh, God, like, because it actually did hurt. The Minecraft kid did aim with precision and force. And James is like, bro is really after me for calling Minecraft trash. So anyways, right, the day ends, and it's finally time to, like, be picked up by the parents. So anyways, what happens is, like, they all start walking out, and James, like, he finishes up with his class, he packs up his bag, and he starts walking out, and the parents normally show up, like, 10 minutes later, right? So anyways, he's walking out, and all of a sudden, he feels this thing stinging on his leg. He feels his leg stinging. And he's like, oh, what happened? And he realized that a small kind of round, hard, cold object just hit him in the leg. And then he feels a pain on the side of his head. He's like, what? And he realizes that something's being thrown at him. And he looks at the ground, and there's this kind of small but still decently sized rock. And he's like, bro. And he picks it up, and he realizes that the Minecraft kid was waiting for him to leave class and has been throwing rocks at him. However, this time, the kid messed up. And kind of trying to do that in the anonymous voice. The kid messed up. Because the principal had been outside, because the principal's like I don't know, ushering people out, being like, thanks for coming, guys, whatever, right? And sees this, and it's like, hey, you two, come with me. And so anyways, right, the principal brings the two over to the corner and asks what happened. And James immediately says exactly what happens, blurts it out as quickly as possible, goes over what he said, how it's really a nothing burger, right? And how this kid has been harassing him the whole day. And the Minecraft kid, instead of lying or like trying to downplay what he was doing, the Minecraft kid literally just refused to speak. So the principal's like, all right, well, since this kid isn't going to talk to me, like, James, I'm just going to have to take you at face value. And if that's true, then like, you're coming with me. And he basically grabs the Minecraft kid and told that James could go. So anyways, the Minecraft kid, he gets like in school suspension for a couple days, and he has to write a letter apologizing to James, which James is like, you know what? That's good enough for me. Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it. My voice is not doing so well right now. I got a pretty bad, not a pretty bad sore throat, but I got a sore throat. And maybe making a 8 to 10 minute long story video is not the best thing I can do, but guys, I make sacrifices for you. So just drop a like on the video to just appreciate my sacrifice for the channel. But no, I was watching YouTube a couple days ago, and I saw a notification from probably one of my top 2 favorite Storytime channels, Scrubs, aka Scrubby, and he just had a title of like, it was like disgusting. It was like Minecraft kid never takes a shower, and it gave me a flashback to a time in 5th grade when there's this kid who always used to wear a creeper shirt, and as you guys will soon see, the exact same creeper shirt every single day, and every single day it got worse. And he smelled worse. And like at the very end, dude, like it got pretty bad. It's a pretty grimy story, and it's kind of intense. I mean, not intense, but like it's unexpectedly interesting towards the end for just smelling bad, bro. Like I kind of feel bad, but story's interesting. I'd stick around if I were you. And if you're new, consider subscribing. With that being said, let's just jump right into it. So this all takes place over the summer of 5th grade. Basically, like I just finished 5th grade. Next year or next fall, I was going to start 6th grade. And basically during the summertime, I went to this camp. It was a 2-week-long camp. And it wasn't a sleepover camp because I didn't do a lot of those back in the day. Like this was one where you went back home, but you were there for like a good like 10 hours of the day. You were there from like, I don't know, maybe like 8 to 3 or 4 or something. Like you were there for most of the day. So anyways, I get there and, you know, I'm dropped off by my mom, and, you know, I get there. I don't really know anyone. So I kind of shuffle my way into the building. I'm there a little bit early, so I'm able to sit down. And we're kind of in this like classroom-like area. It took place on a college campus. And basically, we're kind of sitting there in like a classroom type area, and people are kind of trickling in. You know, I'm looking at some people. No one really comes with friends. There was like maybe one person who came in with like a friend or something. At this point, like I'm kind of just sitting there, and maybe it's like 5 minutes till the start. And then this guy comes in. It's nothing really like remarkable. Like I'm not like, oh my God, this guy came in, right? He's just wearing this like green creeper shirt. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it. It was like it was pretty popular back in the day. Like your standard green creeper shirt. I'm sure some of you guys have it. And nothing wrong with the shirt, bro. Like I do enjoy myself a little bit of Minecraft here and there. I don't really play Minecraft anymore. I only really do it for background gameplay. But, you know, it's my childhood, dude. So, like, that game will always have a little place in my heart. Anyways, creeper shirt, totally fine. He comes in. I kind of just, like, I recognize his presence, and then I don't think anything of it. That's right. Comes in. The class start. It's not class. I didn't go to summer school or anything, right? Nothing wrong with that, but I just didn't do that, right? So, the kind of the activities start. You're put into groups, you're kind of forced to make some friends, and it's an okay time. Like, I'm going to be honest, all those summer camps I used to go to were cool and, like, totally cool and everything. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have minded just, like, chilling at home, especially, like, 4th grade, 5th grade. Like, later on, I definitely went to some camps I thought were really cool, like this tennis camp and such, but there were sometimes I go to camps and, like, you know, shout out my mom. I appreciate you trying to, like, get me out and doing things, but I would have been happy to sit at home and, like, draw and stuff. But anyways, doesn't really matter. I'm having a pretty decent time, and it's just a pretty standard day. So then next day, remember, this is a 2-week-long class. People come in, and then I see the same kid from yesterday, and he's wearing the same creeper t-shirt. I'm going to be honest, wearing the same t-shirt 2 days in a row, it depends on what you did the day before. If you were, like, grinding in the gym and you sweat buckets, and then you wear the t-shirt the same day, or the next day, you know, I don't know about that. Like, am I going to wear the same t-shirt twice in a day if I'm going out somewhere? If I'm at home, I kind of don't care. Like, I'm not going to wear it for a week or something crazy, but if I'm going out, I'm changing my t-shirt. If people are seeing me, they're not going to catch me in the same t-shirt 2 days in a row, right? Unless I wore it briefly for a second, or I don't even know, right? So he comes in wearing the same, the same t-shirt. I'm like, whatever. Like, it doesn't really matter, right? It's fine. But, it's a normal day. Things are pretty good. But I am in the same group with this guy, right? So it's a random group every single day. And, I'm put into the group with this guy. And, look, little kids aren't always going to be smelling the greatest, right? Sometimes you forget deodorant to put on deodorant, right? It happens to the best of us and the worst of us. These things happen, right? So, I notice he's a little stinky today. And I'm like, that's all right. Creeper kid, that's fine. These things happen. Anyway, so next day comes, and I'm sitting, I get dropped off by my mom, I'm sitting in the classroom. I have some people to kind of talk to, like, I was at least friendly enough that if I wanted to, I could go sit and eat lunch with people. Dude, back in the day, when I was like a little kid, I honestly had no issue eating lunch alone. Even now, I'm going to be honest, it might sound a little weird, but even if I'm out, like, even if I could eat with people, sometimes I just like going by myself. I like just a little peace and comfort with me. Most of the time, I do prefer to go with people. It's nice company. I like hanging out with people. But honestly, like, eating by yourself or just hanging out with yourself, like, it's not a bad thing, bro. Learn to love yourself, dude. It's the only person first person you'll be with and the last person you'll be with. Anyways, I don't want this to turn dark. But anyways, he comes in again. I'm just kind of sitting there. I'm looking at people coming in. And Creeper Kid comes in with the same Creeper shirt. I'm like, okay, 3 days in a row. That's kind of stretching it. So nothing really else happens on Wednesday. Thursday, I'm sitting there, and Creeper Kid comes in with the same Creeper t-shirt. A little part of me was like, maybe this guy's like Steve Jobs or Einstein or Zuckerberg or whoever, who has like 15 pairs of the exact same thing. But dude, even when I was in like 5th grade, I was like, okay, that's still pretty unlikely. Like, let's keep it a buck here. Like, he definitely was just wearing the same t-shirt. And then, Thursday comes and goes. And then Friday, Creeper Kid comes in. I look at him. Creeper Kid is wearing the Creeper shirt. I'm like, oh no. So I'm not paired or assigned with him during that day. Thankfully, dude, I lucked out that day. But the weekend comes, right? And you go home and there's no camp activities on the weekend. So I go home, I'm having a good time with the parents, and I come back next Monday, and I see Creeper Kid come in. He's wearing the Creeper shirt. But here's the thing, like, I wasn't convinced it was like the exact same shirt that I've been wearing. When I mean exact, I mean there was a chance that it had been washed over the weekend, right? And I'm just going to skip ahead a couple days because I don't want to drag this out. Tuesday and Wednesday, he was wearing the exact same shirt. Thursday comes along. Creeper Kid wears the Creeper shirt. And I'm like, okay, this is not a coincidence. He's not been washing it every day. He's not been getting it dry cleaned every day. He does not have 300 Creeper shirts that are exactly the same. He did not accidentally buy in bulk and is just living with the consequences. Like, he's wearing the same shirt every single day. So that day, that Thursday, right before the last day of camp, I get assigned in a group with Creeper Kid. And let me just say, first day, he wasn't smelling awesome, but like, everyone gets a pass once in a while. But dude, when Creeper Kid sat down, it was like an aura. It was like an aura of just not smelling so hot, right? It was just like he had a presence to him. Like there was almost like a physical body around him of just smelling really bad. Like it was real bad, dude. And I was just like, oh my God, it was toxic. Like it was toxic. And that day ends, I'm like, okay. Creeper Kid has not been showering. He has not been changing his shirt. He has definitely not been putting on deodorant. And if he has been, well, he's probably been putting it onto the bottom of his shoes or just doing it incorrectly. Like there's no shot he's doing any of that. So the last day comes, and of course he comes in wearing the Creeper shirt. And basically for the last day, it's like a half day and parents pick you up or whatever. And you basically had a little ceremony beforehand of like basically you got like a diploma for some reason. It wasn't even like an academic or a athletic camp, so I don't know why we got diplomas, but basically they'd say your name and you'd walk up to the front. And there was a wide range of ages there. There were some kids that were like in 1st and 2nd grade, some kids in like 6th and 7th grade. So basically, Creeper Kid has this kind of smelling aura around him. So when they call his name, and they don't call him Creeper Kid, but I'm not going to say his actual name, he walks up from the way back of the room up to the front of the room, right? And as he passes people, you can see their faces. You can see their noses scrunch, their eyes water, basically. Like, it is a tough showing, dude. And as he's walking up, this, like, 2nd grade boy is like, "Why do you smell so bad?" And no one says anything. He stops for a second and then just keeps going. And that was my experience with Creeper Kid, who smelled very bad. And if you want to smell like Creeper Kid, actually, if you don't want to smell like Creeper Kid, click on one of the 4 videos on screen right now. Peace. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. It's been a long time since I did a story on this channel, and honestly, those are kind of my favorite videos to do. So I thought, hey, might as well come back with a banger of a story. So I completely forgot about this story for the longest time until Scrubby posted on a Storytime channel and did a video talking about a kid who punched trees like Minecraft, and it completely reminded me of a time where I'm not gonna spoil it, but let me just say, my friends and I, we got into a little bit of trouble. I'll put it like that. Anyways, let's just hop right into it. So my friends and I, back in like 5th grade or whatever, we really did enjoy Minecraft a lot, and it was like basically the only game we could play, and it was also the game that we all could play, because even though I had like a MacBook One or like some really old version, even for back in the day, it could still run like basic Minecraft. My other 2 friends had like gaming computers that they weren't like that good either, but they could at least run games, but they were definitely more into video games than I was, and still are, you know. But anyways, we could all play Minecraft, and that was a fun time back in 5th grade. I mean, I've obviously come back to Minecraft recently as a late teen / adult, I guess. I guess 18 is an adult. I'm 19. Oh my god, this is terrifying. I love just having a quarter-life crisis on video and then posting it on YouTube. Anyways, I need watch time. No, but it was just such a quality game that you just enjoy with your friends. And, you know, while I've gotten back into it recently, it was really just like a different experience back in the day. There was no Minecraft parkour for me. There was no PvP. It was just simple. You go out, you explore. Dude, I was afraid of zombies for the longest time. Like, I remember if a zombie would come on, I would either like would hide in a house, and I would wait. I would wait until dawn. Like, I would refuse to fight them. I would wait until dawn. Or I would just turn off the game and come back later, which I kind of didn't realize every single time, that when you just turn off Minecraft and you turn it back on, it's gonna time isn't gonna keep going. It's gonna start where you left off. But anyways, Minecraft was a pretty big game, and when we would go to school, we weren't allowed to bring like I didn't have a phone. None of us had a phone back then. But we obviously weren't allowed to bring our computers or anything, so we had to improvise. So my school believed in recess, and they kind of believed that, you know, kids, even as they're older, should be able to go outside and just like hang out with friends or do stuff like that. So I had recess in 5th grade, and I actually had it all the way through 8th grade, and some people might be like, wow, that's pretty late. I'm like, you know what, I actually really enjoyed my time. You know, going outside every day is just a good thing to have, even if you're like 7th or 8th grade or whatever. But anyways, so this is 5th grade, and, you know, my friends and I will have a break during recess, so we're basically trying to recreate Minecraft in every way we can. So the first thing is, like, you know, in Minecraft, you can kind of like you can't gather sticks, but like sticks are an important part of it, and we would try making stone tools. Those didn't work out so well, by the way. We also, during the winter times when there were snowballs, we would try and recreate the snowmen, which are still one of my favorite features of playing old vanilla Minecraft. I will say one thing is true, like, I kind of miss having kind of limited options when it comes to Minecraft. Don't get me wrong, like, PvP is very fun and parkour is good background gameplay, but part of me just really misses being able to enjoy the simplicity of Minecraft, like the simplicity of the base game, when it was just like, you tried to survive a night, you know, even back when I didn't know that much. Like now I know a lot about the games, I know a lot about the tips and tricks. I miss this like going and loading up a world and having no idea what was going on and just figuring that all out and then telling my friends all about it and having my friend be like, "Oh no, you did it all wrong," or whatever. Like that was a good time, man. And I know I can't ever have that back, but it's just I'm just acknowledging a good thing that happened in my past. Anyways, so we would try and do anything to kind of, recreate Minecraft or kind of like do whatever during recess. So obviously, stone tools didn't work out that well. We would sometimes like use the snowballs as like the equivalent of being like those snow golems. I remember my first time making a snow golem and it actually worked, and it was a great moment for fifth grade Connor. It really was. So there are a lot of mechanics in Minecraft. One of them is the ability to do quite a lot with your fists. Please do not take that out of context. Anyways, one ability in Minecraft is having a lot of utility with your fists and being able to do a lot of different things. One of those things is you're able to punch basically any material and break it, if not gain something from it. So you can't punch stone and get something from it. You can break it after a while, but when it comes to trees, which, I think the title gives it away a little bit, you can punch a tree in Minecraft and you can get some wood planks. You get the log, you can then convert those into wood planks. So this was a pretty big feature of the game. It's probably one of the first things you have to do if you want to start progressing in vanilla Minecraft. So everyone knows that feature. So where I went to school, basically there were some trees. Where we're allowed to go outside, there was like a little kind of mini forest. I think forest is kind of the wrong word because forest implies like, when I think of a forest, I think of kind of like a lot of trees that go on for a long distance. There was like 20 trees spaced out across like 250 by 250 feet. So it wasn't huge, but it was something. Basically, what I'm trying to say is we had access to trees when we went out to recess. So one of these days, we were trying to recreate Minecraft, just having a good time as like kids or whatever. And then one of my friends thinks it's a great idea to try and recreate one of, the most, well-known features of Minecraft, and that would be punching a tree. So my friend kind of just goes up to, so we're out at recess, he kind of goes up to the tree, and he's like, "I'm going to go harvest us some wood." So at first I'm like, okay, he's not actually going to like punch it full force because it's a tree. It's not going to, it's not going to actually, he knows better. It's not actually going to work, right? Wrong. My friend goes up to the tree, full force, slam. And I just remember looking at my other friend and just being like, "Oh man, what did he just do?" And just like he made contact with the tree. He stood there for a second and then he just ran off. And my friend and I were just like, "Oh boy, what do we got going on here?" So basically, my friend ran off to like the school nurse because obviously he did some damage to his hand because he just punched it full on. It's a tree. Dude, it's a tree. Come on, it's a tree. You don't punch those. You don't punch those full force. But anyways, we eventually, the nurse like calls us in because like we were with them. We basically explain what happened because they got to like make sure that's actually what happened. And like he didn't get in a fight or anything because that would be much more serious, or that would be like some actual consequences. And she also kind of was like, "You punched a tree?" "Yeah, right, buddy." But we had to explain to her that we actually punched a tree and that we were trying to harvest wood from punching a tree. I don't know, bro. Eventually she figured out we were just being complete idiots because, we're kids. Like, come on, that's going to happen. But at first she was like convinced my friend actually got in a fight and was just trying to cover it up by saying, "Oh no, I punched a tree." Like, no, you didn't punch a tree. And then we come in here and explain that we're trying to harvest wood like our favorite video game. And she's like, "Oh, he actually did punch a tree." And like a couple days later, our teacher had to make an announcement to the class to not punch trees. I don't remember exactly how, but I do remember she made it a bit more generic, I would say, or she made it a bit broader, but it was still like specific enough and it was close enough to the incident that we 100% knew that it was about us punching trees. It was basically along the lines of like, don't punch things, you'll hurt your hand. She's talking about our trees. She's talking about the trees. Nothing else like that happened in the couple days leading up before. And my friends and I were just in class. We just look at each other like, yep, she's talking about us. We're practically famous. Moral of the story, don't punch trees. Minecraft is not real life. And also, if you're new to a game and you're doing it with your friends, just enjoy that moment, because even when you get better at the game, or even when your more features are unlocked with a game, the best time you will have with that game is when you have no idea what's going on and you're figuring it out together with your friends. That's all I have to say. If you enjoyed this story and want to watch another, 4 new videos will appear on screen right now, as well as a playlist that includes all my stories if you just want to start binge watching that now. Actually helps out the channel a lot. Also, make sure the notifications are turned on, because I will guarantee you, if you're just subscribed, you will not see my videos. Anyways, appreciate it. Peace. What's up, guys? Scrubs here. Oh, wait, wrong channel. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got a story for you, and it's quite an entertaining one, if I do say myself. So this story is about a kid who got expelled from his school, and for all the things he could have been expelled for, he was expelled for Minecraft. Yeah, no, you heard me right. You don't have to double check your ear pods or your headphones or your actual ears attached to your head. You heard me right, man. This guy was expelled from Minecraft. Oh my god, my voice. And if you don't want to get expelled from your school, make sure to go down and subscribe to the channel with notifications on. If you don't turn on the notifications, you won't ever see my story time or commentary videos. So yeah, with that being said, let's just jump right into it. So I have a friend, Jake, and when Jake was in 7th grade, he had a final presentation for his class, and I forgot exactly what class this was. It was either like English, or maybe it was like social studies or something. I don't know, man, but it was something where it wasn't super mathy, and it was more like you had to show off some kind of like ability to like present and like talk about a topic and have good writing. So it was one of those classes, right? And this was the final project for Jake's year, so it was a really, really big deal. And okay, it was 7th grade, so it wasn't like the biggest thing ever, but at the end of the day, man, like it was the final project. It was as big a deal as it was gonna get. So basically what happened, right, was you were able to kind of choose whatever topic you wanted within some kind of boundaries, because, you couldn't really choose any topic. The teacher basically said that it had to be, it had to be educational. It had to be a topic about history, right? Okay, so this was a history class. I'm remembering the story as I'm telling it, so if I have to repeat myself a little bit and change some details, my bad about that. Jake told me this like a little while ago, but I'm trying to tell it now, right? So this was a history class, and in this history class, you had to, like, they covered a wide range of things. It wasn't like a specific history class like European history or American history. It was kind of like, I would say, similar to like a big history class where it went over like a lot of topics. So basically the teacher was like, choose a topic from history, right? Choose a topic from history and talk about it and just have a presentation about it, and yeah, that's basically it. The problem was the teacher decided to not vet the topics people were choosing, which probably isn't a great idea, especially since, you couldn't do anything, but it was also choose your own topic. So, to be fair, the teacher kind of played himself a little bit, but also once you hear exactly what the presentation of Jake's classmate was, it's not 100% the teacher's fault at some point, man. Like, you'll know what I mean in a sec. Right, so Jake had a classmate, and Jake's classmate's name, let's just call him Ben. So Jake's classmate's name's Ben, right? So Ben was in his class, and Ben was a big fan of Minecraft, as everyone is, right? Minecraft, it's a good game. I have some good times on that app, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, if you look in the gameplay in the background, it's Minecraft, right? It's one of the few games I actually do play, and it is the average gameplay you get in the background of my videos, right? So Jake's friend Ben was a big fan of Minecraft at the time, and Ben was always okay at school in the class. Like, he would go to class. I mean, this is 8th grade, man. You kind of have to show up for 8th grade, right? You don't really stop not going to class, maybe in high school, a little bit in college, but 8th grade, right? He shows up for class, and he always participates to an extent, but he really wasn't paying that close attention. Because at this time, Jake's classmate Ben was really he was playing a lot of Minecraft, and he was really focused on that. Every single day, he'd go back home, play it with his friends. I don't know exactly what was out at this time, because Jake's my age now, so 8th grade was a little while ago, so I don't think like Bed Wars or a lot of those like fun Hypixel games were like really as popular. It might have been like Sky Wars or some kind of factions or something, but he would always go home and he'd always go play with his friends, right? So Jake was trying to figure out what topic he was going to do. Jake was a big fan of like, World War II and those history, like kind of like the history around that. He always found it like really interesting. So he is probably going to do one of those topics and probably find a specific event, try and figure that out. But also Jake was kind of curious to see what other people were doing because he wasn't sure if people were doing very broad events or very specific ones. For example, Jake was either going to do a presentation on World War II or he was going to do a presentation on, I don't know, like the Battle of like D-Day, right? So he wasn't sure how specific he was supposed to be. So Jake decided to go up to his friend Ben. Jake and Ben weren't like super close, but he didn't have a lot of kids in his class, so he was kind of friendly with everyone. And he went up to Ben and kind of asked him, what he was doing to get a sense of like how specific of an event he was going to do so he could kind of tailor it to his own project. So Jake goes up to Ben and he's like, okay, hey Ben, like what's up? Like what are you going to do for your project? I'm just kind of asking around. I kind of wanted to see like how long the topic or how big or how wide or how broad I should say the topics are. And then Ben replies to Jake with, I'm going to do Minecraft. And Jake kind of just gave him this look like initially, right? Jake was kind of thinking that he was just, he was joking around. He was having a few goofs, right? Because, Ben was like, Ben had a sense of humor. Like, he wasn't like super dry. Like, not everything was like super technical and everything I said is a fact, right? He's been sarcastic before. He's had jokes. He's like everyone else. So Ben kind of looked at him and began to crack a smile. But then Ben looked at, Jake. Jake and Ben are not their real names because I'm not going to use real names, so my bad for switching them up. But Jake is looking at Ben, and Jake's starting to crack a smile, right? Because he's like, okay, no shot, this is real. But as he looks at Ben's face, he can just tell that, like, when someone's joking, they have a little bit of a smile. You can see it in their eyes, man. Like, you can see it with their body language. Jake could tell that Ben was not joking, that Ben was being 100% serious. And he's like, are you sure? Like, he's like, are you actually doing that? Like, does that fulfill the requirements? And Ben replies to Jake, yeah, there was a really historic moment in my Minecraft battles with my friends a couple days ago. The teacher didn't really specify that it had to be a historical moment from, like, recent times. So history's history, man. And Jake was just like, dude, not to disrupt the flow of this video, but if you made it this far into the video, comment door down below, like the thing you enter a room with, like a door, D-O-O-R. I just like to see how many people made it this far into the video, and if you want to farm some hearts on the channel, I basically heart as many as I can, so if you want to get that little top commenter badge, go ahead and comment door. Anyways, let's get right back into it. Anyways, so Jake left that conversation thinking to himself, okay, Ben is 100% screwed at this point because Jake had ended up asking other people what they were doing and everyone else had super serious topics. It turns out that people were doing it, like it was a mix. Some people were doing really specific, some people were doing it really broad. So Ben decided to just do Jake decided to do just D-Day, like a very specific event in World War II, as he thought it would be easier to do and, more interesting for him to learn a little bit more about a specific event instead of like general history about a large event. So, but the problem was everyone else was doing super serious stuff. And when I mean serious, I just mean like actual historical events, not you killed my Minecraft dog and now I'm going to burn down your house type history. Like they were doing like, I don't know, French Revolution type history, man. Anyways, so the day of the final presentation, it's the final day, right? So they've been working on this for about a week, or it's like a week and a half or something. They got a decent amount of time to do this. So everyone, people are coming up. They either have a poster. Some people have like slideshow presentations. Some people have little PowerPoint stuff. Some people did like crafts or whatever. There are also some people that didn't have a lot of visual aids but had pretty good like presentations. And the teacher was pretty happy with how it was going. You could see he was in a good mood, like he was impressed. Everything was going great. Even my friend Jake went up there and he was doing great, man. Like he had a good presentation. And then it was Ben's turn. And Ben tells the teacher, hey, I got a presentation, but it's a lot of visual, and I need to plug into the projector, and basically, or not the projector, but screen share. So, like, he basically screen shared his computer to
something that was projecting on the board. It might have been a projector, but basically he was able to mirror his computer to the board, and he turns on a presentation, and my friend was just like, oh no, Ben, because he kind of thought that Ben wasn't actually going to go through with it, you know what I mean? But when he turns on the presentation, everyone sees Minecraft. So basically Ben is like, okay, so today I'm going to tell you the history of the greatest battle of all times on my Minecraft faction server. And the teacher's face, bro, my friend was telling me that the teacher's face dropped. So then Ben clicks a video, and it's like one of those like montage videos with like the music in the background. And so there's like music in the background. He's like PvPing some guy, and it's like Ben's just looking around, looking all proud. And basically what happens is the teacher gets so mad at him that he tells him to stop the presentation immediately. Like, the video was like 2 minutes long, and he was like 45 seconds into it, and he was like, Ben, I need you to stop this He turned this off right now. And Ben's face was a little bit shocked. I really think he believed that he was going to be totally fine going into this. And look, man, there's nothing wrong with Minecraft. There's nothing wrong with like really liking your craft, right? That you're having a good time. Like, look, I love Fit MC, and he makes videos about the history of a Minecraft server 2B2T. That stuff is cool, bro, like 100%. But it's just like not the right place, not the right time, if you know what I mean. But basically what happened was the teacher sent him to the principal's office, and he actually got sent home for the day. So basically the principal and the teacher worked together on this kind of punishment/solution where Ben would have to stay home for basically 1 or 2 more days and finish and make a real project, what they said. So instead of getting a week and a half, he had to make one in 1 to 2 days. And the thing that kind of was unfortunate for Ben was that like there was a week left of school, but it was kind of just like fun activities because like they were kind of done with the work, at least in that class. But, the teacher and the principal came together and they were like, this makes the most sense. I think in the beginning I might have said expelled. I meant suspended. Kind of not the same thing, but it was the same thing in my head. But yeah, guys, if you have a presentation and you're not supposed to do Minecraft, don't do Minecraft, man. I love the game too. It's just not worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's story. If you enjoyed it and want to help out the channel, literally just watch another video. It really helps the channel. You might be seeing videos on screen right now, and if you don't see the videos on screen, you can always click on the channel, but there's also a Storytime specific playlist if you want to watch stories on my channel. And if you can't see it on screen, the story playlist is linked in the description. It says Storytimes. So yeah, click on that. And yeah, thanks guys so much. See you in the next one. Peace. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a story that is probably one of the funniest ways I've ever heard someone being suspended from their school, where basically you have to explain to your mom, I got suspended from school, and it's because I Minecraft PvP'd some kid in my hallway. I don't know how you even explain that, bro. And unless you want to be just ambushed by some random Minecraft kid in your school's hallway, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. If you don't turn on notifications, you won't see the videos. And also, if you leave a like on the video for a limited time, I will give you literally nothing in return, just because I'm feeling extra special generous today. And with that being said, let's get right into the story. So this story was told to me by my friend. And basically, my friend has a little brother, and my friend's little brother is in 3rd grade. And everyone there is obsessed with Minecraft, obviously, right? When I was in 5th grade personally, and Minecraft was also having a wave of popularity, that was like the #1 thing I used to think about. My friends and I always used to talk about it. Hey man, like a lot of nostalgia there. Like, I'll never rip on anyone for liking Minecraft, bro. Like, look, even me, like there's Minecraft gameplay in the background. I still play the game to this day. It's a timeless game. It's a classic. It's a beauty. I'm getting off track. Anyways, so this kid and his friends are a big fan of Minecraft, bro. They talk about it all the time, right? They go back home, they hop on Bed Wars. Like, I used to not play Bed Wars back in like the good old days because like it wasn't a thing. Just like the occasional like high pixel mini games, maybe some single player worlds. But anyways, this story's not about me. Anyway, so they'd hop on like Bed Wars when they got back. They'd talk about it the day before. They would try and do some like I don't know, hardcore survival worlds like with each other.
And that was always like a lot of fun. And also they'd have some servers too. Like even like I remember over quarantine, I hopped on a server with some of my friends. And I had not played Minecraft in a long time, and it really kind of just brought me back into it while allowing me to like keep up with my friends. Minecraft is a timeless game, bro. Anyways, not the point of the story. I promise I'll focus a little more, man. I'm just letting my love show a little bit too much. Anyways, in my friend's little brother's class, there was this one kid, let's call him Brian. That's not his actual name, but obviously I'm not going to use this kid's actual name, and I wasn't even told it just for extra security reasons, so maybe it is Ryan by just random chance. Anyways, my friend's little brother had this kid in his class named Ryan, and while my friend's little brother and his friends were like a big fans of Minecraft, and they played it all the time, and they talked about it all the time, Ryan was on a whole different level, man. Like, every school project was somehow Minecraft related if you could make it, even if it had nothing to do with Minecraft. Every single conversation you had with him, an introduction to him, if you were first introduced to him, he would mention Minecraft within the first 30 seconds of conversation. And as I've said this before, nothing wrong with liking Minecraft, and also nothing wrong with telling people you like it. It's a good game. Most people like it. You know, when I was being introduced to my roommate, we eventually talked about games we played, and that's when I brought up Minecraft. But I'm not going to be like, hi, my name is Connor. I play Minecraft. Do you play Minecraft? What's your favorite Minecraft mode? Is Hero Brian real? Like, I'm just not going to do that. And neither should you. Yeah, obviously, like, if you're talking to someone and the fact that, like, game comes up and you guys both like Minecraft, then you can really dive into it. But this guy, Ryan, or this kid, Ryan, I should say, because they were in, like, I think they were in, like, third grade or something. This kid, Ryan, right, he would just go, like, he would dive straight into it. It'd be like, hi, my name is Ryan. I love Minecraft. Like, T-minus, like, 15-second, like, I said, like, it's a speed run, bro. He was speed running as fast as he could say, I like Minecraft in a sentence per introduction. Like, he definitely got the world record for that. And also, Ryan was really getting into the whole PvP side of Minecraft. If you don't know what that is, in Minecraft, you can play single-player worlds, and a lot of people know it when it's just you in a world and you're just playing by yourself and you're fighting maybe some monsters or some mobs. But if you didn't know, you can also play with friends and also random people around the world. There are a lot of different game modes, but one of the game modes is when you fight one other person, or sometimes multiple, but it's mostly you versus another person, and you're either fighting each other with swords or rods or bows or like all this kind of stuff. PvP is actually one of the parts of Minecraft I play the most, as I find it fun and entertaining. So one day, my friend's little brother and his friends were talking about Minecraft, and they were talking about how they wanted to hop on Bed Wars later in the day. I haven't played Bed Wars in a quick second. I should really hop back on. But anyways, my friend's little brother and his friends were talking about Bed Wars, and then Ryan decided to join the conversation, saying, you guys still play Bed Wars? You guys should play UHC Duels, or that's basically one of the Minecraft PvP game modes. So my friend's little brother and his friends asked Ryan, oh, I don't know what that is. Can you tell me about it? And class was about to start, so Ryan was like, let me get your gamer tags and I'll like show you later on tonight. Let's hop on Hypixel. We'll play a little bit, right? So later that night after class, they all hop on, and Ryan is just like, he duels them individually on Hypixel and absolutely claps all of them. Like, this man is like hitting them from like 6 blocks away. Not really. He wasn't cheating, even though maybe he was. Not 100% sure, but he was just really good, and he was playing a lot of this. But he said something really weird at the end of it in the chat. He said, this is all on Hypixel, but did you know Minecraft PvP is real? Like, it happens in real life. And they were just like, dude, what are you talking about, Ryan? Like, what are you even saying at this point? So Ryan says, tomorrow at school, I'll show you, right? So they were all kind of curious. So my friend's little brother and his friends, they got to school, and then they find Ryan at recess, and they're like, hey, man, what are you talking about? He says, let me show you. So Ryan brings them all back to his locker room, right? And he opens up his locker, and it has, one of those like foam Minecraft swords. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's like a toy that's like a Minecraft sword, but it's like foam. So he brings that out. And then he also brings out a stick with a rope attached to it. If you don't know, that's supposed to be a rod. And in Minecraft PvP, a rod is a pretty big thing in a lot of game modes. So he has his foam Minecraft sword, a rod, and then an apple that he painted golden. So he tells all the other guys, like, I've been training very hard to PvP people in real life. And they're just all like, bro, Ryan, what are you talking about?
To interrupt the video real quick, if you made it this far into the video, I would like you guys to comment door in the comment section down below. I just like to see how many people made it this far. As well, I try and heart as many comments to say door or the secret phrase of the video every single time. So if you want to get top commenter, just go ahead and do that. Also opening up submissions to have your very own stories featured on the channel. All you got to do is go to my Instagram, which is Connor Pugs. It'll also be on screen right now, and just hit DM and send me a story. Try and add as much detail as possible because I try and make these videos 10 to 14 minutes to keep you guys entertained. So don't just say, oh, this happened and not say much more. Anyways, let's get right back to the story, right? So Ryan was telling these guys, I've been training to PvP people in real life for so long. Like, I can't wait till it actually happens. And they're just like, bro, you know that those things don't actually work. Like, that piece of that stick with a rope on it is not going to knock people back to get them into sick, epic combos, bro. It just is not going to happen. That, like, foam Minecraft sword, like, bro, that's going to, like, break if you hit it too hard against someone. And they're barely going to get, like, they're not even going to get a scratch, man. They're going to get literally nothing. And also, that golden apple is probably toxic if you ate it. You will get no healing. You'll actually, like, inflict damage and probably, like, poison for, like, 2 hours. That's a bad effect. Like, bro, it's not going to work. Anyway, so Ryan says, you guys just don't understand. You don't see the bigger picture. You guys will see. I will be the Minecraft PvP champion. And they're just all like, okay, Ryan has gone off the deep end. Like, okay, man, that's enough of this. So, you know, my friend's little brother and his friends, they all decide to leave. And they're like, okay, that's a little weird. We don't think we'll be playing with Ryan for a little bit. Like, we all like ourselves some good amount of Minecraft. We enjoy the game, but, like, to a certain extent, like, okay, we're not going to try PvPing people in real life. We all know that makes literally no sense. So a couple days go by, and my friend's little brother and 2 of his other friends were playing Bed Wars, but they wanted to play 4s, where basically you need 4 people. And my friend's little brother and his other friends, some of the other ones, they just had homework or they weren't on, so they needed another person. So they decide to message Ryan since they saw his account was active. And they message Ryan, they say, hey, we need a 4th, do you want to play with us? Also because they know he was pretty good and they like winning. And then Ryan was like, no, I just have my account on for, I think he was playing another game mode that, like, you could, like, farm something. I'm not exactly sure why, but his account was on. But he was at his computer just, like, taking a break or something because he replied, no, I'm busy preparing. And they're like, preparing for what? He's like, I've been practicing my PvP skills. And they're like, oh, what game mode? He said, not on here. I've been doing it in real life. People are not prepared for my Minecraft PvP skills. And then my friend's little brother and his friends were like, bro, Ryan, are you still on that whole Minecraft PvPing people in real life thing? You know that's not actually a thing, bro. You do realize. And Ryan responds kind of angrily in all caps. He's like, I'm competing in a tournament tomorrow. You guys will see. This is super legit. You guys are just all haters. So my friend's little brother and his friends were like, all right, Ryan, bro. Like, okay, I guess we'll see. So my friend's little brother and his friends get to school tomorrow, and they're going to, like, ask Ryan, like, okay, what's this tournament you're talking about? Like, they were kind of curious, even though they thought it was kind of weird. So they're looking around for Ryan, and Ryan was kind of late that day, right? He wasn't there. And they didn't see Ryan for, like, the first period class. So they thought, like, oh, maybe there really is a tournament, and he had to go, like, you know, drive to it, or he had to take the day off. But then recess comes around, right? So they're just all chilling outside. And then they see Ryan step outside. He has a Minecraft Steve head on. He has, like, paper that is like painted blue to, like, represent diamond armor, like, taped onto his shirt and his pants. And then in his right hand, he has like the Minecraft foam sword. In his right hand, or his other hand, he has the wooden stick and the string on it, and he says, it's time for battle! So Ryan starts just sprinting at random people,
and he like at first he kind of like flings the stick at them to have the rope kind of like gently brush at them, because if you don't know, the first thing you do is you rod someone to knock them back, and then you try and hit them to get them into a combo in normal Minecraft PvP. But he brushes his rod against them, and it like kind of like the string kind of like floats around, and then he starts like boinking them with like the foam sword, and they're like, oh, that's kind of annoying, stop, like, bro, that's kind of irritating how that's like the foam is slightly brushing against me again and again. And the teacher's like, Ryan, stop that. Because Ryan is just going around like whacking kids with this foam sword. And he's like, I will be number one. I will be the best. And he starts like just whacking more people with this foam sword, just going around. It's like, they're like, Ryan, if you don't stop right now. And he just goes around. He's like, I will be number one. It just goes like, start bopping someone. Until like an older kid, he's in probably like 5th grade or something. I think Ryan is like in 3rd grade or whatever, right? So he goes up to an older kid, Ryan does, and he goes, this is for like Minecraft PvP. And he bops him with the foam sword, and the older kid just looks at him, grabs onto the foam sword, rips it out of his hand, and Ryan's like, that's not fair, he's hacking. Like literally 5 seconds later, Ryan is like grabbed by a teacher and is rushed to the principal's, because he did just go around hitting a bunch of kids. Like, you're not supposed to do that, man. And basically, moral of the story is don't do that, because Ryan ended up getting suspended for 2 days, because you just can't go around hitting random people, right? You just can't do that. Punishment might have been a little harsh, but also I kind of get it, because you just can't go around hitting random people, even if it is with like a foam sword or something. But anyways, my friend's little brother and their friends, Ryan eventually did come back, but they decided to not really talk to him because he's very interesting. I don't know how else to say it, bro. Like, they're like, okay, you can do you, but we're going to enjoy Minecraft the way that we enjoy it, and you can enjoy it the way that you enjoy it. And that's it for the story. If you guys did enjoy today's Storytime video, consider watching another story video. A couple will appear on screen right now, and if you don't see them, you can always click on my channel to watch some of my older ones. Or a more convenient way is watching the Storytime playlist, which will be the first link in the description, but it'll also appear in the top right corner. Just go ahead and play that and, I don't know, play some games or something. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a subscriber story of when this spoiled, spratty girl basically got absolutely wrecked by the Minecraft kid. I don't want to spoil exactly how she got wrecked, but let me just say that it was pretty incredible, enough that I thought I'd have to tell this story. And she was definitely brought down to earth. Someone definitely popped her super inflated ego, and it was pretty hilarious. Quickly, if you enjoy story videos, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications on. Also, leave a like on the video, because you'll get literally nothing if you do that, which is a pretty epic deal. With that being said, let's jump into the story. So this story was sent in by a subscriber. You can send in your own stories to my Instagram. It will be in the description. But anyways, right, the subscriber, he's in this class, and he is in 7th grade. In this class, there's this one kind of group of girls, which are like the popular group, but there's this one girl who's kind of like the alpha of the pack. I know that sounds a little weird, but you know how sometimes there's like a group of popular people, and one of them is like obviously the dominant ones, and the other ones are kind of like the followers. It's pretty stereotypical in a lot of like movies and TV shows to have that, and it actually was like this in his class. Anyways, let's give this girl a name. We're just gonna call this girl Erin, because I watched The Office recently, and that was a name that's in The Office. Anyways, right, so Erin is kind of like the top dog of like her pack of popular people. And the thing is, these girls are like popular, but they're the popular type that like for some reason that they're kind of known as popular, even though a lot of people really don't like them because they've kind of garnered a reputation of not being, great people. Like basically this group of girls will like snub other people. They'll kind of like make comments. They'll like spread drama, kind of like all the like the nasty stuff that's like portrayed in movies of like popular high school cliques and stuff. It was basically that, but in real life. But yeah, so most people didn't like them, and they didn't dislike them for like no good reason. Erin and her clique were definitely like not good people. I mean, maybe they were fine people, but they were caught up in the drama of like being the popular 7th grader. Honestly, I bet they'll look back one day and be like, wow, that was so stupid. There's also a kid in this class kind of known as the Minecraft kid. I'm not going to bother giving him a name. I'm literally just going to call him the Minecraft kid for the duration of this video. This Minecraft kid was known as the Minecraft kid because he would literally he would play Minecraft like in class. Like he would have his computer out, he'd have his mouse out, and he found kind of a spot in the room, and he also was playing like game modes that didn't need a ton of clicking, right? So he could actually get away with it to play it during class. But everyone kind of, at least in the back of the room, and then it's kind of spread as like common knowledge to the front of the room, people kind of knew that he was doing it. So he was kind of known as the Minecraft kid. He was also like not like super cool in that type of sense. Like he was a decent guy and everyone like had good interactions with him. But he was kind of like, he was a little nerdy. He was a little sweaty, right? It is what it is. No offense to liking Minecraft. I mean, obviously, like that's the gameplay I use in all my videos. I obviously enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot when I was like in 5th, 6th grade, and I enjoy it a lot now. But he was kind of known as that, and he wasn't like, Aaron and a group of girls he wasn't the guy that they were necessarily going after, which maybe he's going to be some like, you know, insanely wealthy crypto hedge fund quant guy because of all of his time on the computer, but he isn't that now, so that's why they didn't want him. Aaron and her friends were more into the whole like Brad and Chad type guys, kind of like the top 2 dudes on the school's football team. One of them was in their grade, another one was in the 8th grade, but that's irrelevant. They're not even part of the story, really. I just got that little bit of detail. I thought I'd add it. Anyways, right, so Aaron and her girls one day are bored. You know, and what else should they do besides try and be bad people, right? Because when I'm bored, I try and be a terrible person. Just kidding. I usually make YouTube videos. But anyways, right? Aaron and her group of, I'm just going to call them Aaron and her minions from here on out because that's really fitting for the story, right? Aaron and her minions were bored one day. So they thought to themselves, who can we mess with? Aaron and her, I'm 19 years old. Why am I still having voice cracks? Why? What? So Aaron and, oh my God, dude. Anyways, so Aaron and her minions, right? So Aaron and her minions were like, okay, we have a great idea. And they had a devious plot, right? Their plot was to basically Aaron to ask out the Minecraft kid on a date. And then during the date, like basically say, like troll him and be like, you know, I didn't actually want to go out with you. This is a big joke. Like, it sounds really immature as it is and cruel, but these were like the mean 7th grade girls. So like, and in a sense, like, can you really, like, I'm not super shocked. It's still cruel and mean and like ridiculous, but I'm like, okay, mean 7th grade girls, I can kind of see it happening. Aaron and her minions thought their plan was like super funny or something, so they started going around telling a few people what they were planning to do. And these people, since they didn't necessarily fear them, but they didn't want to get on their bad sides, they were like, yeah, that sounds like something, right? They didn't necessarily endorse it, but they also weren't like, you guys are awful for thinking of that, you guys are terrible people, as they were. And I don't want to, okay. When I say terrible person, I take that very lightly. They're in 7th grade. They're growing. They'll hopefully learn from their mistakes. But at that time, they were being pretty terrible kids, right? They're being terrible kids, right? Anyways, but this one girl that they told, they weren't 100% sure. They didn't know this, right? But this one girl that they also told about their plan was somewhat friends with the Minecraft kid. But this girl, instead of standing up for the Minecraft kid, decided to come up with something even better than saying, don't do it. She crafted her own master plot. So this girl that Aaron and her minions told about their evil plot, who is also friends with the Minecraft kid, decided to, instead of like saying something, decided that she was going to inform the Minecraft kid of everything that Aaron and these girls were plotting. And then from there, they would be able to make their own plot and be able to, instead of allowing Aaron and their friends and her friends to troll the Minecraft kid and make fun of him, their plan was to actually, since of the inside information the Minecraft kid would be to turn it, completely flip the tables and kind of expose and then humiliate Aaron, right? And kind of put her in her place. Hopefully, maybe altering the course of her behavior from this point forward. Since we're kind of on an office-themed naming selection, we're going to call this girl Pam. Pam is, by the way, the girl that is friends with the Minecraft kid that Aaron and her minions told about the plan, right? So what Pam decided to do was she decided to dig a little bit more, being like, oh, that's so funny, kind of egging it on a little bit to give them a bit of reinforcement to make it seem like she was actually on their side. And then Pam said, oh, when do you plan to do this? And Aaron and her minions said, oh, we plan to do this tomorrow. We're going to ask him out tomorrow to go on a date with me later at lunch. And Aaron goes on to say, and I'm going to make the asking out pretty public so that people are aware what's happening. And I'm going to have the date happen at lunch where everyone else is. So when I troll him publicly, everyone else will see and it'll be really funny and everyone will be in on the joke now. So Pam was a little bit like, wow, that's so cruel. But she only said that in her head because she didn't want to blow her cover. And she's like, that's so funny. Keep me updated. I can't wait to watch this. So then Pam goes and finds the Minecraft kid, and she basically explains everything to him that she was told. And then she says, all right, now we have the upper hand. We need to troll them back somehow. And the Minecraft kid sits there for a minute. And he honestly doesn't seem that offended by the whole thing, which honestly, I think if I was in the Minecraft kid's shoes, I would have been a little offended that someone even was planning to do something so cruel to me. It's not like, Erin and her gang had a beef with the Minecraft kid. The Minecraft kid was just known as the nice kind of nerdy guy who girls didn't really want to get with. It's unfortunate, man, but it is what it is. But people also knew him as the nice kid who played Minecraft. But, the Minecraft kid sat there for a minute. He got this little smirk on his face. And he said, Aaron, I have a good idea. No, he didn't say Aaron, bro. He's not talking to Aaron. I'm sorry. The office is making me confused. He said, Pam, I got a good idea. I'm going to interrupt this video to tell you that the secret phrase of the day is house. So if you made it this far into the video, I want you to go down into the comment section and comment house down below, like the thing people live in, House. I just like to see... Yeah, I spelled that right. Okay, I was panicked for a second. I'm like, did I just make myself look like a fool? Anyways, I just like to see who makes it this far into the video, and I will try and heart as many of those comments. So if you want to farm hearts and get top commenter, that's the best way to do it. With that being said, let's get back to the story. Right. So the Minecraft kid, turns to Pam and says, I have the perfect plan. And the Minecraft kid tells Pam what his plan is. I'm not going to spoil it yet. I'm just going to tell you what happens, and I'll reveal exactly what the plan is after I tell you what happens, right? So the next day rolls around, and it's the morning, and the Minecraft kid is just kind of chilling there, playing Minecraft as he's known to do, right? So the Minecraft kid is just chilling there, and basically what happens is he's waiting, and he's waiting for Erin and her minions to come over, and for Erin to ask him out on a date, all public, and everyone's gonna know, and they're going to be like, oh my God. And he's supposed to react oh my gosh, the popular girl wants to go on a date with me. But little do they know, the Minecraft kid's actually in on it. And he's got his own plot. And he himself has a plot as well. The thing was, since Erin and her minions told so many people about the plan, it basically got around to everyone what the plan was. And a few people actually did try and tell the Minecraft kid. And the Minecraft kid's went up to them. He's like, I'm totally aware. I got a plan of my own. Do not let Aaron know that I know. And honestly, that was a little risky. There was a chance Aaron would have found out, but thankfully Aaron didn't find out. So Aaron and her, her minions go up to him, and very loudly, Aaron's like, hey, Minecraft kid. She actually says his real name, right? But we're calling him Minecraft kid. Hey, Minecraft kid. Wow, you're so cute. Do you want to go on a date with me? And she says it in such an animated, fake way that it's so obvious. But the Minecraft kid decides to play into it because he wants to have his own plot happen. He said, oh, wow, really? Yeah, sure. And she's like, oh, let's go on a date at lunch today. And she looks around Erin looks around the room, and she's like winking and everything, and people are kind of grimacing because they're like, this is beyond cruel and messed up, right? They're like, hey, yo, right, this is insane. And he's like, yeah, sure. And Erin and her friends walk back to the front of the room. They're all smirking, and they're kind of talking to people because they're in on the joke, but they don't realize that Minecraft kid has a whole trick up his sleeve, dude. The subscriber that told this story knows all of this because he was one of the people who was told about Aaron's plan, and he actually went up to the Minecraft kid and told him, and he was told by the Minecraft kid, I got a plot of my own. And afterwards, he went up to the Minecraft kid and asked for a rundown of everything. Lunch eventually comes around, and their scheduled date is about to happen. And the Minecraft kid is sitting there all confident because, he knows what's about to go down, and he knows that no one else besides maybe Pam knows what's about to go down. So Erin comes down, she goes over to the table, and she sits down, and she has this smirk. The plan is for Erin to eventually start, at one point, pretty soon, to be like, this isn't a real date, this was a prank. I would never go out with someone like you. I know, sounds ridiculously cruel. this is 7th grade, my guys. Like, I don't know how else to say it, right? But anyways, right before Aaron is able to say anything, the Minecraft kid says, oh, my fault, getting a phone call right now. The Minecraft kid starts talking really loudly, and he says, yeah, no, I'm not doing anything important right now. Yeah, no, I'd love to go on a date. Right now? Yeah, just come into the lunchroom. I'd love to go on a date with you. And Aaron's just sitting there like, hey, yo, what's happening? So basically, the Minecraft kid had an older sister who was 1 grade older. And this older sister was pretty popular, but she was very nice. And this older sister had a friend who was very, very pretty and known as being like one of the prettiest girls in the school. And Minecraft kid told his older sister about what had happened, and he asked if that pretty friend can pretend to go on a date with him, right? And she said, yeah, of course. And the pretty friend was like totally in on it. We're going to call the pretty friend, we're going to call her Audrey, right? So back to the story. Minecraft kid is sitting there, and Aaron is just like, what? She's completely just like flabbergasted. And people around her were listening in because they were like, this is about to be so cruel and just like a bloodbath. Like we do want to hear what happens though. And they're like, oh my God. And they start whispering and word starts to spread of what Minecraft kid just said. And as people were starting to realize what was happening, the doors open and Audrey, the Minecraft kid's older sister, very hot friend, walks in. And it's just like sits down and says, hey, like she comes up to the Minecraft kid and she's like, hey, do you want to go on a date? And he said, yeah, sure. Let's go over there. And Aaron is just like, her face is just like no emotion, completely void of emotion. And so, yeah, the Minecraft kid and Audrey just go over to another table and they're sitting there having a good discussion because like Audrey's been over to the house a couple times because she's friends with the Minecraft kid's older sister. So like the Minecraft kid and Audrey are actually like low-key kind of friends and they talk about like some nerdy stuff together that Audrey doesn't have a lot of friends to talk about with. But anyways, right, the impression is that Minecraft kid basically decided to level up mid-date, which you should never actually do. That's a very cruel thing to do. But the reason why he did is because like he was trying to like Aaron deserved it at this point, right? So what happened was Aaron kind of had to do a walk of shame as word spread about what happened. Yeah, that was the ending of the story. Pretty crazy, right? If you guys want to submit your own stories, Instagram Connor Pugs down below. If you want to support the channel, literally just go ahead and watch another one of my Storytime videos or click on the Storytime link, which is first link in the description to go watch some old videos and support the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. In today's subscriber story, this Minecraft kid is being super annoying to this girl while she's doing a presentation, but the once thought to be shy girl reveals a side that no one has seen before and puts this Minecraft kid in his place. The way she does this is absolutely hilarious, so make sure to stick around and enjoy the story. This whole story went down on this one day that in my subscribers class, there was a huge presentation that was like a large percentage of his grade. They were in like, I think 7th grade. I think it was like 7th or 8th grade. The subscriber didn't really specify, but basically this was towards the end of the year and it was a really, really big assignment. There's this kid in this class and he was kind of known as like the sweaty gamer Minecraft kid. By the way, there's nothing wrong with liking Minecraft. In fact, I play it all the time. Look at me. I'm playing in the background right now that lovely, wonderful Minecraft parkour that I keep messing up and making it unsatisfying, but whatever, right? Anyways, I like Minecraft. Nothing wrong with being Minecraft and liking it, but being a Minecraft kid or a sweaty gamer kid has a bit of a connotation to it, and that's how the subscriber subscribed him. Also, he was kind of known for being like annoying and just trying to mess with people for the sake of messing with people. And if you do that, karma will probably get you like it did in this video. By the way, if you want to submit your own stories, submit them to my Instagram. It says Connor Pugs. The ad is in the description. Anyways, back to the story. So another character in this whole event, right, is this girl who is not really known by the class that well. She's kind of known as like the shy girl, and let's give her a name. Let's call this girl, let's call her Natalie, right? So Natalie is kind of like quiet. She kind of keeps to herself. She was new this year, so in the beginning of the year, she was new. She made some friends, right? But a lot of people had been like there for since like the very beginning, and it was a little difficult, and she didn't really speak up that much. So she wasn't really known for being loud or being, really outgoing. She was kind of just known for kind of keeping to herself. However, the subscriber learned after this story that Natalie and the Minecraft kid once had a bit of an altercation, with big quotations around that. Basically, the Minecraft kid was just like making fun of people because, like, you know, the other people in the class knew this guy, knew to put up with him. But then like one of his shots fired went to like Natalie for like some reason. And I didn't actually get specifics on the stories, but just know that like Natalie kind of knows that this kid is kind of annoying, right? So she at least has a little heads up about that. That's going to be important for later in the story. It was the day of the big presentation, and the subscriber who submitted the story went in first. He was actually, I think he asked to be the first one to go. That's something I like to do when there's like presentations, because I don't like sitting around. It just kind of makes me all anxious. So I definitely agree with the subscriber on his call for going first. Anyways, he goes first. He says he nails it. You know, he does a really good job. He's been preparing for weeks. But anyways, right, so more people go, and then eventually it is the shy girl's turn to go, or we called her Natalie, right? So it's Natalie's turn to go, and she goes up there and she starts like booting up her laptop because like she decided to do a presentation that required her to like go on like Google Slides or something, or PowerPoint, whatever. She needed to use she needed to screen share her computer to the screen, right? And remember, this is a really big presentation. This is worth like 20%, 15% of your grade. And this is like kind of like the final project at the end of the year. So this is a really big deal. So Natalie boots up her computer. She kind of like matches it with the screen, and she moves to the first slide, and she begins. She said, back in, because she was like doing, like, this was a history class, so it was like a presentation of like history. So she was like, back in 18, and then the Minecraft kid starts going, very loudly, not trying to like hide anything. And at first Natalie was like, oh, kid had to cough, like whatever. So then she's like, okay, back in, Natalie just stops right after like he's done coughing, and she just does this like blank stare at him, just like blankly is like, bro, right? And he stares right back at her, and the subscriber turns to look at the Minecraft kid, and the subscriber notices that the Minecraft kid is just staring right back at Natalie, grinning. He's just grinning. So the subscriber is like, oh my God, like that was on purpose. Because at the first he thought it was like a coughing fit or whatever. He turns to the teacher. The teacher's not looking at the Minecraft kid. The teacher is looking at Natalie, waiting for her to continue. So Natalie eventually continues with her presentation, and she wasn't immediately interrupted again, right? So these presentations are supposed to be about like 5 minutes, some run like 7, 8, 10 minutes. The cap is like 15 minutes, a hard cap, but he said to aim for like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes within that range, and that there's a lot of flexibility. So Natalie's about a minute into her presentation, just kind of like going along, assuming the Minecraft kid was done trolling, that his little coughing fits that were definitely on purpose were just like a little bit of a jab. We do a little bit of trolling, right? Not too much. But Minecraft kid was not done, man. Minecraft kid was just waiting for her to feel secure, and that's when he would pounce. That's when he'd come in with the second troll. So Natalie's about a minute and a half through her presentation, and the Minecraft kid goes, and Natalie's just like, no way, dude. Because, look, sometimes, bro, you gotta yawn. That's fair. That happens, right? Sometimes you gotta yawn. But Minecraft kid was being extra careful to make sure that he yawned as loud as possible. He was just trying to yawn at max yawn capacity, dude. Like, he was just trying to like yawn as hard and as loud as he possibly could. And Natalie once again stopped her presentation. And this time, instead of looking at the Minecraft, she looked at the Minecraft kid like briefly, but she decided to look at the teacher and noticed that the teacher was looking directly back at her, waiting for her to continue, not looking at the Minecraft kid at all. So Natalie's starting to realize that, the Minecraft kid will continue to be annoying, and the teacher doesn't seem like he's about to do anything about it. So she just has to keep going and keep pushing through this presentation, right? So she keeps going. She's like not trying to go through too quickly so she lose grade points, but also realizes that she needs to like try and, keep it as concise as possible, as the longer she goes, the more opportunities Minecraft kid has to like basically be super annoying. Real quick, if you like Storytime videos and aren't subscribed already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Trying to hit 400K by New Year's, and that's a bit of a stretch, so every subscription really does help. Anyways, back to the story. So Natalie's about 2 minutes into her presentation. She didn't even make that much time since the last Minecraft kid incident, quote unquote. And she starts hearing this clicking sound. So Minecraft kid brought his mouse to class, right? And what you can do basically is if you want to get like really high, like a lot of clicks per second, if you play Minecraft fighting against people, you know that this is a thing you can do. Instead of clicking with one finger, you can click with two fingers and like alternate. And if you spam it really quickly, you can like get a lot of clicks per second, and that helps with like knockback and hitting first hit reg and whatever. Anyways, it's irrelevant, right? But what it also does is it's super loud and annoying. And at this point, right, Natalie just has to stop because the clicks are just like so loud and obnoxious that like she just can't, like you can hear them over the presentation. And she's just standing there and she looks pissed. She is mad, right? She is angry. But this time, the teacher looks at the Minecraft kid and he's like, hey, yo, can you stop? You're interrupting the presentation. So Natalie gives like a little like turns to her teacher, gives a little head nod as like a little thank you, right? Just being like, hey, appreciate that, you know. So she goes back to her presentation, and she's probably going for about 15 seconds. It's only about 15 seconds until the Minecraft kid turns to someone next to him and says loudly, this presentation is so boring, I can't wait till it's over. And the teacher immediately snaps, and he's like, hey, Minecraft kid, doesn't actually say it like, that was so disrespectful, can't be. And Natalie isn't even hearing this, right? She's just in a fit of rage. And the subscriber, I mean, he has to assume this, right? But he sees Natalie and her eyes just gloss over, right? When she hears this. He can tell that this is the last straw. So the teacher's kind of chewing out the Minecraft kid because the teacher noticed the yawning, the teacher noticed the coughing fits, but kind of just assumed that they were not him purposely trying to mess up the presentation, but he kind of put two and two together, and then after the clicking and then blatantly saying very loudly, this presentation's so boring, when is she going to be done? He kind of figured it out, and in the middle of reprimanding this kid, he was about to send him to the principal's office when Natalie remembered something that she was kind of saving if something like this ever was to happen. Anyways, right, so remember that time when I said that the Roblox kid kind of made fun of Natalie when she was new or newer than she was now? And it turns out that Natalie actually really did take that to heart and was like not a big fan of this kid at all. But what she did, instead of just sitting there being like, I don't like this kid, is she did a little bit of digging. And since she knew that he really liked Minecraft or whatever and had some social media presence, like he had a gaming channel with like 50 subs or whatever, she started stalking him online, like looking at his stuff, going through his page. And then she noticed this YouTube channel that would always comment on his videos, and it kind of seemed like he was commenting to boost subs or whatever, or boost comments or whatever. And she didn't really think much of it till she clicked into it. When she clicked into it, she went through the comment section of one video that was posted on there. And in the comment section, it said, DM me back on TikTok, right? So then she's like, wait a minute. Does he have a secret TikTok account? So then she types up the name of this account that he always commented on his main channel with into TikTok. And she found probably one of the most embarrassing accounts she has ever seen. So she tucked that in the back of her head like, okay, if I ever need to go fully nuclear on this or nuclear on this kid, right? If he really just makes me pull out the big guns, then he doesn't know what's coming. So at this point, it would have been really smart for Natalie to just not do this because this kid's about to be sent to the principal's office. But she's just so mad that she says, class, I have a new addition to the presentation that we must see together. And she quits out of the presentation or minimizes it, right? She opens up a new tab and looks up TikTok. The part wasn't really clear when it was told to me. She either looked it up online, but I'm not sure if you can do that, or she had these videos saved just in case the kid privated or deleted his account. But she opens up an account, and it is and she said, this is the Minecraft Kids, or said his actual name, secret TikTok account. I thought we'd have a little break from my presentation to check it out. And it turns out it is like a mega cringy Minecraft dating site where he basically uses unironically the phrases like, hey baby girl, and is like, this is my real voice, and it's like this really cringy deep fake, like a fake deep voice like you see in on those Roblox kid TikTok videos. He basically is doing that unironically, and the entire class is just silent. They're like, oh my god, this girl that we thought had no fire, was just gonna be super vanilla and just chill and wouldn't ever do anything like this, absolutely snapped. And the teacher turns because he's absolutely captivated by what Natalie is posting, and he notices and he catches on really quickly, and he realizes that Natalie just completely embarrassed this kid in front of the entire class. So he gets up from his chair and says, Natalie, Minecraft kid, both of you, principal's office now. So obviously, right, the subscriber didn't go to the principal's office with Natalie and the Minecraft kid. So how he figured out about the rest of the story was he asked a friend of Natalie's that he was also mutually friends with, and she gave him the scoop of basically what happened, right? So Natalie and the Minecraft kid are being escorted to the principal's office by the teacher. Not even saying go to there like and explain yourselves like I'm just going to continue conducting the class. The teacher goes to explain what happens for them, right? So on the walk there, she's like, I totally messed up. Like, this was an overreaction. And the part of her was like, kid deserved it, lol. So they get to the principal's office, and the teacher explains what he saw from his POV. And it turns out, at least the way what Natalie told her friend was that the teacher kind of explained it spot on. Like, his observational skills were good. He went through like the 4 things of the Minecraft kid to purposely disrupt and annoy and try and, ruin Natalie's chances of a good grade. And then he went on to say that Natalie, after the kid was being reprimanded by him, kind of went on to unnecessarily embarrass him in front of the entire class. And at this point, the principal was like, all right, Mr. Whatever, right, the teacher, you can go back to your class. I will deal with these students myself. So Natalie is sitting there sweating buckets because she's like, oh, God, am I going to be expelled? Or like, what's going to happen? Are my parents going to be like, is this it for me, right? Am I going to fail the class? What's happening? So the principal sits them both down and is like, to the Minecraft kid, you were very obviously trying to disrupt one of your classmates on one of their biggest presentations during the year. And towards the end, you even rudely said that, you didn't want to like listen to it and it was super boring. Maybe the coughing and the clicking and all the other stuff was possibly excusable. But, in combination with the fact that you said that this stuff was you said blatantly words that were disrespectful to your classmate in an attempt to disrupt them, that's unacceptable. Then he turns to Natalie and says, however, it is also unacceptable to purposely belittle a classmate. Even if it's something that they posted online, it's pretty apparent from what the principal told me that it was a more or less secret account and that you publicly showed everyone in an attempt to belittle your classmate. That is also a behavior that we just won't accept. So they're both sitting there at this point, and the principal is kind of like drawing this out, really drawing it out. And the principal eventually says, all right, I thought about it for a second. I think I know the punishment that best fits the crime for both of you. Natalie's just sitting there like, oh my God, how bad is this going to be? She had no clue of like how severe the whole thing was going to be. She was just sitting there. She had no idea how bad this whole thing was going to go down. And the principal's like, all right, here it is. And Natalie's just like, oh God, please, please, please. And the principal says, in school suspension for 3 days, parents will not be notified. Now go back to your class. Well, Natalie stayed collected. She told her friend that she was so excited because that was probably the best option possible. In school suspension, you just stayed a little later, didn't have to tell the parents. She could just make something up. And when she went back to the class, she told the teacher what the principal had said. And the teacher actually said that she would be able to redo her presentation at a later date, and she was positive she failed that. So it turned out great for her, actually. If you enjoyed today's story and want to support the channel, watch another story. One of the easiest ways to do that is either click on the videos on screen or watch the Storytime playlist, which is first link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. In today's story, the subscriber's Minecraft kid cousin goes absolutely insane and does a lot of really crazy stuff. Enjoy. So let's call the subscriber who sent in this story, which you can do as well to my Instagram, send in a story. Let's call the subscriber Michael, right? So Michael has this cousin, and this cousin is, we're just going to call him Minecraft Kid. We're not even giving him a name. His name is Minecraft Kid. And I can already tell that there's going to be people in the comment section that are going to be like, Connor, I play Minecraft. I'm actually quite a Minecraft fan myself. Does that mean you hate me? I'm unsubscribing. No, I think it's pretty clear by the background footage of this video that is just simply not the case. I mean, hey, I enjoy Minecraft myself, right? It's a really good game. It's a really solid game. When I say Minecraft Kid, I mean Minecraft Kid. I don't mean a kid who plays Minecraft. And you might be like, Connor, that definition isn't very, that's a little confusing. Trust me. You'll understand what I mean by the end of this video. Anyways, right, so someone in Michael's family is getting married. So, Michael's mom came down one day and she was like, hey, Michael, in a couple months, we're going to go to, so-and-so's wedding, right? We've been invited. It's pretty cool. And he's like, oh, that's actually
hey man, that's pretty cool. Weddings are really cool. You go out there, get some good food, get some it can be a little annoying at times because there's a lot of stuff you have to do. But hey man, it's an excuse to go out, get some good food, meet up with your family. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's not such a great thing because then Michael was sitting there being like, oh, that sounds pretty good. And he's like, oh wait, is Minecraft Kid? Obviously he said his real name, but we're calling him Minecraft Kid. He's like, oh, is Minecraft Kid gonna be there? And she's like, yes, Michael, your cousin is part of our family. And, he's going to be there, but there's so many good people there, it doesn't even matter, right? You're going to have a wonderful time, Michael. Don't even think about it. And let me just say that this Minecraft Kid cousin has been pretty notorious in the past for just being a little unhinged, and being around him can be a little tilting at times. But, Michael was like, screw it, this is going to be fun. I don't really care. Anyways, a couple months go by and it's the time for the wedding. Michael and his parents fly out there. They get out there, and if you don't know, with a lot of weddings, like they'll have this dinner beforehand, and so it's like kind of like a pre-dinner or something. I don't know what there's an actual name for it, man. I just don't remember at this time. Anyway, so I just don't remember the name of the pre-dinner, so I'm just gonna call it the pre-dinner. It's basically the dinner you have before you actually have the wedding, and they're sitting at a really big long table, and there's just a lot of people there. It's like his aunts, other cousins, nephews, nieces, estranged lovers, everyone who sits at one of these tables, right? And also sitting at this table is the Minecraft Kid cousin, who we're just going to call Minecraft Kid, right? So anyways, right, Michael is not sitting directly across or right next to the Minecraft Kid, but he's sitting kind of close enough that, he can hear what the Minecraft Kid is saying, he can see what the Minecraft Kid is doing, all that good stuff, right? So, while he doesn't, in this case, have any direct interactions with them, the Minecraft Kid, he becomes a little unhinged at this dinner. A little might be a bit of an understatement. He becomes extremely unhinged, but I'll tell you all about that. Don't you worry. So at this dinner, right, it's a pretty fancy dinner. It's one of those dinners where you all got dressed up, you're all like at the table, and very kind of like decent dinner manners. It's like you're just not on your phone, right? And there are definitely times if I'm just like maybe with some friends, like just mega casually eating dinner, right? I'm not going to be on my phone. I'm not going to be on my my Xbox or my Bitcoin mining machine. I'm not going to be on any of those things, right? 100%. Especially if I'm with my parents, I'm just not going to be on my phone. It maybe if there's like something really important I need to check, whatever, but I'll ask. I literally ask. I'm like, hey, do you mind? And if I'm like at a fancy dinner, that thing is strapped in my pockets. Like that thing is sealed to my pockets. I'm not going out. And if I am, I'm checking it very nonchalantly, incognito, sneakily under the table. I'm not whipping it out, right? But anyways, right, Minecraft Kid cousin dude, he's just sitting at the table, a very fancy dinner, right, in a very fancy restaurant, and he whips out his big old clunky iPad, and he's playing Minecraft Pocket Edition, which, by the way, is a fire edition of Minecraft that brings back a lot of memories, but that doesn't matter. He's not supposed to be playing it. So his mother, right, Minecraft Kid's mother, turns to him and says, hey, Minecraft Kid, can you please put away the iPad, like the guests are here, it's rude to do that at the table. And he says, Mom, no, I'm almost done with my game. Like, I'm still playing. And she's like, okay, sweetie, well, you got to wrap it up very soon. Can you pause the game? He's like, no, Mom, I can't pause the game. It's not one of those games you can actually pause. By the way, he was in creative mode. It was 100%. It was a single player world, dude. It was 100% a game he could have paused. But he was like, no, Mom, you just don't get it. Like, I can't pause the game. And I'm so close, Mom. I'm so close. And she's like, all right, sweetie, like, that's okay. And at this point, right, Michael's just looking over like, okay. Because this kid, right, this cousin, he isn't 6. There's a little like 4-year-old kids, like the iPad kids. Dude, I was an iPad mini kid, like no offense, right? But, those iPad kids sitting at the table, like watching Coco Melon drooling away, right? Anyways, those kids are like 4. It's whatever. This kid, he was 14 years old. I bet there are some of you guys watching me that are younger than 14. And, I don't know if you're playing Minecraft or mining Bitcoin at the dinner table at a fancy restaurant. I just got a feeling that's not the case. So anyways, right, his mom is starting to get a little bit impatient. She's like, hey, sweetie, like, I asked you 5 minutes ago to wrap it up. He's like, Mom, I'm in the middle of a game. At this point, like, Michael, like, kind of turns around. He's like, oh my God, what the fuck? What? Oh my God. Because, like, this is starting to become a scene. And, like, the Minecraft kid's mom is like, sweet, you better put that thing away right now. She was like, can you please put that away? I don't want to make a scene. Because this kid started to get, like, really mad. He started to get really tilted. He was becoming really unhinged. And he's like, no, Mom, I will not put it away. And at this point, like, the mom, because she just doesn't want to make a scene, she's like, fine, like, okay, whatever. And so the entire dinner, right, everyone's going around talking to each other. Minecraft kid, 14-year-old kid at this point, he's not like 6, he can't get away with it, is just like playing, I don't know, he probably logged into like Bed Wars Pocket Edition or something, right? He's just like fighting ways, like building some house or something, going around mining. Dude, I love Minecraft, but dude, there's a place, there's a time, and this is just not the place nor the time. So, that dinner passes, right? And Minecraft kid never gets off his iPad, which is pretty, annoying to the mom. She's not super happy about that. And he definitely kind of caused a scene. And then it was kind of like weird that he was like playing games while they're talking, but whatever, right? It's just the pre-dinner. It's not actually the real wedding. How bad could that be? Spoiler, it got pretty bad. Anyways, right, so the actual wedding comes around, and people do different things at weddings, and they normally have like the kids do things. Like I went to a wedding, I think when I was in 2nd grade, maybe, no, I was either, no, wait. I was either in 5th grade or 2nd grade. I was a young kid either way, right? And, what they had me do is they actually had me be the ring bearer, which means I walked down the aisle with the ring. Funny mini story, afterwards, I was dancing with the groom because they had a little dance party afterwards, and my sweaty hands gripped onto his hands so hard that I accidentally ripped the ring off his finger. It flew across the room, and they almost didn't find it. So yeah, that was unlucky, but it actually became very lucky when they found it. I was almost that kid, but thankfully I wasn't. And there's also like people that are like the flower kids or whatever. They just carry flowers, like whatever, right? But there's also at some weddings people have like rice throwing, which is, in my opinion, it's a little weird, but I also know like a lot of people do it. So basically, right, Michael and his Minecraft kid cousin and like 2 other kids that were at the wedding, they were given a bag of rice, and their instructions were walk down the aisle, sprinkle the rice, like just like kind of like lightly throw it. Don't throw it at people, just like kind of like lightly sprinkle it or whatever. Dude, I don't totally get why that's a thing, but it is what it is. Like I'm not I don't control weddings, whatever, right? It's cool. So anyways, right, so the day comes around, it's the wedding, and everyone gets in there, they're all dressed up. Minecraft kid is not on his iPad or whatever because like his mom, like she's like, no. But anyways, right, so the wedding, it's going on, it's happening, and now it's time for, Michael, the Minecraft kid, and the 2 other kids to start throwing some rice. So they start walking down the aisle, and Michael and the 2 other kids are lightly sprinkling their rice, but Michael notices that the Minecraft kid, he hasn't thrown any of his rice. It's all in his bag, which is a little weird. And they're walking down the aisle, right? They're walking down the aisle. Everything is normal. And then Minecraft kid kind of grabs the end of his bag. He kind of grabs the end of his bag full of rice. At this point, Michael and the 2 other kids, their bags are basically empty because they're getting like towards the end of it. And the Minecraft kid grabs the thing of rice, picks it up, and throws it into the audience. And while he's throwing it into the audience, he screams, "Potion of instant damage!" And everyone was just like, what? Almost any other like scenario, right? In almost any other circumstance, there would have been like bigger repercussions like on the spot for what he did, because that was like absurd and unhinged 100%. But the thing is, this was in the middle of the wedding, so the people kind of just thought the best idea would be punish him later, right? Have his mom just shoo him out later, but just go on with the wedding, like keep pushing. So people pretended like nothing actually happened. The dude, it was some random guy who got the bag thrown at him. He kind of like pretended like nothing happened. He grabbed the bag, he kind of like filled the rice up a little bit, sat, smiled, and they proceeded with the main part of the wedding. So at this point, right, things are looking good, besides the whole fact that whatever just happened. By the way, if you don't play Minecraft, a potion of instant damage is like one of the potions you can craft. You throw it at something and it does a lot of damage, right? At this point, the main wedding was over, and it was the after party. It was like the reception. It was like it was the thing you go to afterwards. It's food, dancing, fun, but a little dinner as well. And at this point, Michael was like, all right, how bad can this actually get? Like, it can't, like, that was probably the peak of Minecraft Kid being insane. It can't get much worse. Michael, dude, you were wrong. Sorry, unlucky. Today's secret word / secret phrase is dinner. So if you made it this far into the video, I want you to comment dinner down below. Basically, people who like make it certain, like as far as you guys have, I have you guys comment as a word so I can see who made it this far. Watch time is good. Watch time supports the channel. And for supporting the channel so much, I try and heart as many of them as I can. As many comments to say the secret word, which is dinner today. So comment that down below. I can't get to them all. And I actually got a comment saying he didn't heart any of them. Dude, I was asleep, bro. I do my best and I try my hardest. But anyways, there's a chance you get a heart, so do that right now. Bye. I'd also like to inform you that today is your lucky day, because every single person who leaves a like on this video will receive their very own nothing in the mail. I will literally give you nothing if you leave a like. Pretty generous, man. I know. With that being said, back to the story. Anyways, right, it's the reception dinner. Everyone kind of thinks that, like, okay, all the nonsense is over. Minecraft Kid, how much worse can he get? I mean, he literally threw a bag of rice at someone during the whole kind of like part of the wedding that was most important and screamed potion of instant damage at them while he did it. Like, how can you top that, man? Like, how can you top, like, he must have all this nonsense out of his system. Spoiler, he does not have all the nonsense out of his system. Unlucky, like, tough for them. Minecraft Kid refuses to, you know, not be a menace for 1 second. But anyways, right, so Michael's mom, some other random kids, Minecraft Kid's mom, and some other random dude, they're all placed at a table together. Like, for most of this wedding, besides the rice throwing thing, Michael's been able to pretty successfully get away from, like, actually having to hang out with, you know, Minecraft Kid, his cousin. But at this point, he's forced at a table with them, and he's just got to deal with it. He's like, okay, whatever. The wedding's almost over. I had a lot of fun. Like, fine. Like, this dinner can be ruined. Like, that's okay, right? So anyways, they're at the dinner table, and everyone there is trying to avoid the fact that Minecraft Kid just did what he did at the wedding. So they just don't bring it up, man. They just don't bring it up. And that's probably for the better, if I'm being honest. Anyways, right, so it's once again a pretty fancy dinner. This was like set outside or something, so it was like a bunch of tables outside. But it was still a fancy dinner, right? They had it catered. They had, like, you had options of your food, and it was like you could have steak or like lobster. Dude, it was like a very nice dinner. And so the waiter goes around and, you know, he's like, okay, what do you want? And someone's like, I'll have number 1, I'll have number 2. Like, they give you basically 4 options, and there's a lot of diversity in the options. Like, one of them's like a pasta dish, one of them is vegetarian, right? When it came around to the Minecraft Kid, he was like, I'd like a hamburger. And the waiter's just like, sir, like, you can only pick from 1 to 4 on the menu. He's like, okay, I would like the cheeseburger. And the waiter's like, sir, once again, like, I don't know what to say, man. Like, you can pick 1 through 4. And the kid's like, is it really that hard to make a cheeseburger? And the waiter's like, dude, like, at that point, the mom's like, hey, can you just make him a cheeseburger? Like, he's had a really long day. And by he's had a really long day, that's meant he's, like, made a complete scene at the wedding. But whatever, man, whatever. And the waiter's like, ma'am, I'm sorry, all the food is pre-cooked. I don't know what to say. And she just, like, to the waiter, she's like, okay, just bring him number 3, which was like the pasta or whatever. And he's like, Mom, I want the cheeseburger, Mom. And she's like, honey, we can't get you a cheeseburger. And he's like, okay. Anyways, right, they're having people are having a good conversation at the dinner table. And, the Minecraft Kid starts going around the table, and he starts, like, taking everyone's plastic knives. So, they catered a very nice meal, and they just decided, like, you know what? We don't want to buy a ton of, like, silverware, that's expensive, and we don't want to wash it. Like, we'll just buy some plastic knives. And by we, I mean the people who are planning the wedding. And so, the Minecraft Kid starts gathering up all the plastic knives and then leaves the table. And the mom of the Minecraft Kid is like, okay. And everyone at the table is kind of like that's a little weird, but, like, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. A little weird for sure, but, like, whatever, right? And then they see the Minecraft kid starts going from table to table, pelting the plastic knives at random people, saying, "I shot you with my bow and arrow. It's equipped with punch 2, power 3, knockback 1. And he starts doing this. He goes from table to table, just kind of pelting them with these plastic knives. Thankfully, these knives were plastic and not the real deal, because, oh my god, like, that could have been really bad. Like, thankfully, these were just kind of annoying. Like, he's like, "I just shot you with my power 6 bow." And at this point, the Minecraft kid's mom, who'd been dealing with his nonsense for like the last 2 days, and had really just kind of like decided not to make a scene, decided to just kind of be chill out. She absolutely loses it. Understandably, man. She loses it. She's like, says the name of the Minecraft kid, like his first name, his middle name, his last name. This kid knew he's in trouble. And she's like, "Minecraft kid," obviously saying his real name. She didn't say Minecraft kid. You know what I mean. "Get here this instant." And he's like, he kind of goes white in the face because his mom was pissed. She was so mad, dude. And she like grabs him by the hand, drags him out of the wedding. And yeah, apparently Michael says that he never saw him at the wedding after that. Like, there was another day of like kind of just hanging out and like some activities. He was just gone. The Minecraft kid, his mom and him, he was just gone from the wedding. He just didn't return. Subscribe if you haven't already, and then go click on another story video. Got a bunch on screen, and 5,000 likes, and I'll do an eyebrow reveal
Today's
piece.
story is about this Minecraft kid who made it his goal, his passion, to become the greasiest, sweatiest, grimiest man on planet Earth. Enjoy. The subscriber who sent in this story, let's just call him Ben. I know I use Ben a lot for the name. I just can't really think of a lot of names when I'm coming up with random names. If you have a name you want me to use, go comment it or something. I don't know. Anyways, write Ben. Ben, good kid. I don't know. He's in middle school, maybe in elementary school. I'm not exactly sure at this time of the story, right? But anyways, right? Ben's in class, and it doesn't really matter what the class is. Let's just call it, it could be a math class, could be a history class, could be a how to mine Bitcoin class. There's a lot of different classes it could potentially be, right? But anyways, in this class, right, there's this kid. And because I'm not good with juggling a bunch of names, and as you guys know, and always tell me in the comment section, "Oh, Connor, you mixed up the 2 names." You know what I'm talking about, right? But since I don't feel like coming up with too many names for me to mess up, right? We're going to call this kid Minecraft Kid, because he would always wear one of 3 Minecraft shirts, right? So we're just calling him Minecraft Kid. We can probably assume that he plays Minecraft or something. I don't really know. That's not really important. But we're calling him Minecraft Kid because he always wore one of 3 different types of Minecraft shirts. Anyways, right, so, Minecraft Kid, he's had a bit of a history for, like, I don't know, for, like, kind of, like, stunts or something. Had always been kind of, like, looking for attention, right? He's always, like, would do something to try and get attention of the class. For example, like, one year, like this was probably like a year ago or a couple months, or at least a time in the past, right? What the Minecraft kid did was they were doing some kind of like craft or something that involved glue. So he decided to get some kind of attention. He would like glue his shirt to the table and be like, "Ah ha ha, look at me, I'm stuck." All that ended up doing was like the teacher got mad at him and then he ruined one of his shirts. Like there was really no benefit. Yes, he did get like some attention or something, but like the class was like, LOL, like why? Huh? Like why would you do that? Anyways, right, so the Minecraft kid, kind of known for like, trying to do these publicity stunts, kind of known for trying to do things for attention, right? Anyways, right, one day, one good day, one old day, like nothing irregular about the day, completely normal day. We got Ben sitting in his class. He's a good kid. He's a good student, man. He's just trying to sit there. He's just trying to pay attention to the teacher, and not the other students, right? Anyways, there's a bit of like a little bit of a break. And for some reason, I think it was like maybe, Ben and a bunch of these kids, they had like the next class they had was in the same classroom. So, but for some, I don't even know, right? But for some reason, they had a bit of a break where they were able to talk to each other. And, they were kind of just chatting about what, kids chat about. I don't even know, man. The newest like game coming out on the Abacus or something. I don't know. Anyways, right. So they're just chatting. They're having a good old time. And then the Minecraft kid, right? The Minecraft kid is like, guys. And they're all like, yeah. And he's like, guys, hear me out. And they're all like, all right, dude, what's up? He's like, it is my goal to become the stinkiest man on planet Earth. And everyone's like,
Why would that be your goal? Why is this your aspiration in life? Some people, they aspire to be, I don't know, astronauts. Some people aspire to help people and be doctors. Some people aspire to move money around and really not do that much but get paid a lot. Some people aspire to be Storytime YouTubers. Some people, you get the picture, right? But apparently some people also aspire to be the worst smelling people on planet Earth. And apparently that was Minecraft Kid. And they're all like, okay. And he's like, I have a 3-step plan to accomplish this. And they're all like, okay. He says, my 3-step plan goes as follows. Number 1, you see this creeper shirt I'm wearing right now? Yeah, he's wearing like the classic creeper shirt that's like super popular or whatever. You see this creeper shirt that I'm wearing right now? I will not change it ever again. I will wear this shirt every day. I will not wash it. It will not be like Albert Einstein and like or Steve Jobs, or I don't even know at this point, who wears like the same shirt every day, but it's actually a different pair. It's not actually the same shirt. He has like 6 of the same shirt. It will be the same shirt and it will not be washed. And everyone's like, okay. And he's like, number 2, my 2nd step in my plan to become the smelliest person on planet Earth is as follows. They're like, okay. Number 2, I will never shower again. And they're like, and to be fair, showering vigorously every day, scraping all the oils off your body 2 times a day, right? Yeah, probably not supposed to do that. I do know that like Americans or something, or like people in the United States, they do tend to shower a little bit too much. Leaves your skin dry, leaves your scalp irritated. I don't know, right? But that doesn't mean don't shower ever. That's not the solution, right? That's not the solution. And everyone's like, okay, dude. He's like, part 3 to my plan to be the most revolting man on planet Earth. Part 3? I will never brush my teeth again. At this point, everyone's like, hey, yo, bro, why? Don't do that, bro. And at this point, he was like, yes. In his head, he's like, yes, the attention. I'm getting the attention, yes. And he's like, yes, I will never brush my teeth again. Never. And look, okay, the thing with the shower, yeah, Americans tend to shower a little bit too much. Please brush your teeth. Just do it. Dental hygiene is good. Yeah, that's just fun fact. Teeth bad when they explode. Yeah, so that was science from the Pugs channel. Please just brush your teeth. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, dental hygiene, good. Also, I need to get better at flossing, but flossing's really important. You know what? I'm not going on a tangent about how flossing is good. This is a story. Someone then piped up and said, dude, you're obviously not going to do this. You're going to do this for one day and then quit. And at this point, look, that dude should not have said that. He should not have said that, because that only inspired the Minecraft Kid to actually go ahead and go through with actually, trying to become the most, grotesque man on planet Earth, right? He actually went through and he probably wasn't going to go through with it before. It would have been a publicity stunt, but then someone challenged him. Someone challenged him to actually go through with it, basically, by saying, hey, dude, you're not actually going to go through with it, right? Should not have done that, because, the next day rolled around and, Ben came into class. Next day, Ben came into class, right? And he sees the Minecraft Kid. He looks over at him and he remembers, right? He's like, oh, yeah, that kid was going off on this, like, crazy tangent about how he was going to become the smelliest guy on planet Earth, right? He looks over and the kid's sitting there and he's too far away, right? He's too far away to smell him. And he doesn't want to go up to some random kid and start sniffing him. Like, little spoiler alert from the Pugs channel. Don't do that to random people. Don't be like, hey, can I sniff you? But he noticed that the Minecraft Kid was wearing the same creeper shirt that he wore a couple days ago. And he's like, let's just hope he has another copy of that. Or maybe let's just hope that he washed it or something. Or maybe the kid's actually going through with it. The next day rolls around. Ben walks into class. Good kid, paying attention. But then, he looks over at the Minecraft Kid and he's wearing the same creeper shirt again. And he's like, okay, let's hope this is some crazy coincidence, or he has like 15 pairs of this shirt, or he's doing a wash every single day with just one shirt in the washer and then the dryer, just pumbling around one shirt. Like, that's it, just one shirt. Anyways, right, the next day, the 4th day in, and he turns around, the Minecraft Kid is still wearing the same creeper shirt. And for today, right, the teacher is going to do random assignments for a big project that's going to last a week. This is a group project of 2 individuals, right? You're paired up for this project, and you're going to be stuck with this person for a week. So Ben is sitting there like, wouldn't it be funny, right? Wouldn't it be just like destiny saying, screw you, kid. L unlucky, get played if I get assigned with the Minecraft kid. So the way that the teacher's going to be randomly assigning kids together in groups, right? He has the 20, 25 or so kids in the class. He has their names printed out, and he's like going to pull them out of a hat or something. The teacher always like making a big deal out of how like the random assignments of kids, just so he could kind of make a game out of it, make it seem like he wasn't putting people together on purpose, right? All that good stuff. So names start getting called, and Ben starts sweating a little bit because he's like, Minecraft kid definitely isn't telling the truth about being the stinkiest man ever, right? Also, what are the odds of me actually, like, statistically, man, I'm not gonna get assigned with this kid, right? I'm not actually gonna get his names keep on getting pulled, and then he hears and then it's done in pairs. So the teacher pulls out the Minecraft kid's name, and he says his name, and then he like waits a second before he pulls out another name because he like having this little dramatic pause. The teacher loved the teacher loved the drama, man. He had a little dramatic pause, and he pulls out the name, and he looks at it, and he looks up, and he makes eye contact with Ben, and Ben is like, "You gotta be kidding me, man!" And he says, "Ben, Minecraft kid, and Ben, you are partners for the next week." The secret phrase of the day is teacher. So if you made it this far into the video, comment teacher down below. I'm going to try and heart as many of them as I can. I can't get to them all, but if you want the best chance, I guess, of getting a heart and trying to like farm some hearts, get top commenter in the channel, is to comment teacher down below. So go ahead and do that. Also, occasionally in videos, I'll shout out channel members randomly. So yeah, shout out to this person. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. If you want a chance of being shouted out randomly on the channel, hit that join button, and yeah, keep leaving comments. You don't have to do it. Honestly, I just appreciate you guys watching this far. That's just extra. Don't even worry about it. Finally, it is your lucky day. It is your lucky day, man, because for every single person who leaves a like on this video, by the way, this is not a scam at all, not a scam, you will be getting your very own nothing. If you leave a like right now, your very own nothing will magically appear at your doorstep. Anyways, right, so Ben eventually, like, he trudges over to the table where the Minecraft kid is sitting, realizing that he's going to have to do something with him every single day for the next week. And it's like a very hands-on project, right? They can't just, like, sit at different desks and do it. It's a project where they have to be at the same desk. They have to be interacting all the time. They have to be speaking to each other. And let me just say that Ben could immediately, the second he sat down, the second the Minecraft kid started talking to him, he could immediately tell that the Minecraft kid actually did uphold his promise of wearing the same shirt, not washing it, not taking a shower, and not brushing his teeth for the last 4 days. And it became unbearable. Like, Ben was like, "Oh, did you actually uphold your challenge or whatever?" And the Minecraft kid's like, "Yeah, bro, I'm currently on track to keeping it up." And Ben's just like, "Great. That's great, man. I'm so happy that, oh my God, what am I gonna do?" So Ben is sitting with the Minecraft kid for probably like 10 minutes max, probably like a maximum of 10 minutes. And he just can't do it anymore. He can't take it, man. It's literally too much. Like, he thinks he might actually pass out if he hangs out here any longer. He just can't do it. It's unbearable, man. Like, the kid actually held in, like, he followed through with his promise, and the consequences were very apparent. Very, very apparent. And Ben was like, "Hey, man, 1 second." And he goes up to the teacher. He walks up to the teacher. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Teacher, like, this is going to be very weird. I'm so sorry, but I can't. I'm so sorry. I can't do it, man. I just can't do it." And the teacher's just like, "Oh my God, like, chill. Oh my, Ben, hold up, Ben. Like, let's calm down here, right? Like, what is going on? Like, are you good?" He's like, "Man, I'm so sorry. I can't do the project anymore with the Minecraft kid. I just can't do it." Obviously, he said the kid's name. He didn't say Minecraft kid, but I don't feel like making up more names. And the teacher's like, "Ben, like, what's the problem? Do you guys have beef or something? Like, what's the deal?" And Ben's like, "Dude, I don't know how to explain this, but he smells so bad." And the teacher's like, "Ben, like, that's not a reason to not hang out with someone." And Ben's like, "Dude, you don't understand." Teacher's like, "No, I think I do understand. That's very rude. Go back to the Minecraft kid. Like, don't tell him you came up to me to say that. Like, that's very rude and disrespectful. And I will be thinking about that when I'm writing your end of term report card. And Ben's just like, oh my God. Anyways, and then Ben tries to explain to the teacher. He explains to the teacher the Minecraft kid and his like ambitions and goals and what he's doing to get there. And the teacher's like, I'm sure it's not that bad. I'm sure he's not actually doing that. Go back to the project. Go back to sitting with Minecraft kid. And I don't want to hear anything else about it. So Ben is like, this is going to be the worst week of my life. This is going to be, if I survive, if I don't die from like inhaling too much toxic air, right? If I even survive this is going to be the worst week of my life, right? Oh my God. So he somehow manages the rest of the day. And he comes in the next day and he's just hunkering down. He's preparing for the worst. He even brought a little, make it like a homemade gas mask if things got too bad. He also wrote his mom a letter like, if I do not survive, read this letter. And his mom was like, okay. And anyways, he gets in the class, right? He gets there. And the Minecraft kid, he's wearing a different shirt. It's not the creeper shirt. And when he sits down at the table, he doesn't smell anything. That kind of like putrid, revolting smell that was just like encapsulated the Minecraft kid's essence, right? His ever being, right, is gone. Minecraft kid says, hey, how's it going? And his breath doesn't stink. Oh my God, it's a miracle, man. Ben is like, oh my God, God is real, man. This is incredible. Oh my God, dude. And yeah, so he was really confused and he didn't want to say anything. He didn't want to say anything. He was just blessed. He was thankful, man. But anyway, so like what ended up happening is Ben heard this like from the grapevine. He heard this from some other kid, right? That the Minecraft kid eventually went up to the teacher and asked the teacher a question. And the teacher kind of inhaled the pungent aroma and almost gagged. So the teacher ended up apparently calling the Minecraft kid's parents, explaining to them what Ben told him about what the Minecraft kid was up to, not showering, wearing the same shirt, not brushing his teeth. And apparently the Minecraft kid's mom intervened and forced him to shower, change his clothes, and brush his teeth. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go click on another video. There's some on screen. Click one. Why haven't you clicked on
Today's story is about this kid who smelled so bad that this random girl, right, she started gagging and actually collapsed in front of everyone. Enjoy. Yeah, sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, grab a bag of popcorn, grab your favorite Bitcoin miner, and let's get right into the story. All right, so we're going to call the subscriber who sent in the story, we're going to call this guy Chris, right? So Chris sent in a story to my Instagram in the description. If you want to send in stories, be featured on the channel, go ahead and do that. Anyways, right, so Chris went to this summer camp, right? This summer camp was a sleepaway camp and was 2 weeks long. This is probably one of Chris's first times going to a sleepaway camp. So, you know, he was a little nervous, man. He was a little nervous. I know at least my first time going away to a sleepaway camp, you know, I got the nerves. I got a little nervous about that stuff too. I walked in with my mom, same as Chris. So Chris and, you know, his mom, they walk in. And, you know, there's someone like, you know, at the counter or whatever being like, hey, thank you guys so much for coming. We're so excited to have you. What's your name? And, you know, Chris's mom was like, this is my son, Chris. And, you know, the person's like, oh, Chris, it's so nice to have you. Like, whatever. Like, they check him in. And then they're like, all right, Mom, I think it's time for you to go. All right, Chris, your group is Group B. You're going to be over there. And he points to this, like, counselor person, like, two of their kids. And Chris is like, all right, Mom, bye, see you around. So anyways, right, Chris's mom goes, Chris goes over, and he, you know, he gets in his group. He starts meeting some people, some decent kids, you know, some other people that are probably just in the same boat as him, probably just feeling like, wow, I just left my parents to go to this, like, weird summer camp with these weird kids, and I'm a little bit uncomfortable, man. Yeah, probably, here's the thing, right? Little mini story from me. This is definitely not as bad or as interesting as my sleepaway camp experience, because let me just tell you that Chris, he did not need to go to the bathroom in a paper bag. Yeah, I had to do that. It was awful. Actually, story time for later, for another video. 4,000 likes and I'll do that story this week. Anyways, right, so Chris, he's meeting his other people, and this is where we introduce this kid. We're going to call him Noah. Anyways, right, so this kid, Noah, he seemed pretty normal at first. He was wearing, I don't know if, like, I'm going to title this, like, Minecraft kid or just, like, kid or whatever. He was kind of, like, known for wearing, like, random creeper shirts or whatever. So that's why I might call him, like, Minecraft kid in the title. But basically, right, this kid, Noah, you know, he seemed pretty normal. Honestly, Chris, the subscriber, didn't think anything out of the usual when he saw him at first. He honestly just, like, assumed he was pretty normal, pretty, like, just, there was no red flags is what I'm trying to say, right? So basically, right, they all go back to the eventually, right, so everyone gets there, everyone in Group B, the person who was, like, their like, the camp counselor plus, like, their cabin leader person, he had, like, a sheet to check everyone in, and eventually everyone got there, so it's like, all right, time to go to the cabin, so they walk over, right, and they go to this cabin, and the cabin is, like, it's, like, pretty nice for a cabin at a sleepaway camp, but this isn't some, like, 5-star, like, hotel, some, like, luxury resort, Four Seasons type bit, right? This is a cabin. This is a sleepaway cabin, man. I mean, the fact that you get running water, that's a blessing, dude. I'll be straight with you guys. That's a blessing. If you get hot water, then, like, I don't know, man. I think you're hacking. I think you have, like, some, hack client installed in real life, dude. Like, no shot you get hot water in that thing. Anyways, right, it's a normal camp. I mean, as a cabin, dude, like, what do you expect, bro? But they get there, right, and they're looking around, and there's, like, bunks, and, people are like, oh, can I have top bunk? Can I have bottom bunk? Whatever. Everyone kind of got the bunk they wanted. There was no drama there. But when it came around, they checked out the showers and the bathrooms, and when they got to the showers, right, Noah had this little look on his face. Like, Noah had, like, his nose was all scrunched up. He was, like, making all these noises, like, bleh. And, like, here's the thing. Like, I wouldn't totally blame, like, I would understand this a lot more if there was, like, a bunch of, like, spiders or bugs or dirt or grime or anything. But these bathrooms, like, at least Chris told me that these showers weren't bad at all, dude. Like, they were pretty normal showers. Like, they were pretty run-of-the-mill, normal-type showers. Like, there's nothing that bad with them. But Noah was making this big deal about how, like, gross they were and how, he even said at one point, he's like, I'm not using these. And, the camp counselor dude, who I don't really feel like giving a name because I'm going to get really confused really fast. We already have 2 names, and there's about to be a 3rd name coming up. So we're just going to call him camp counselor dude, right? So camp counselor dude was like, that's funny, but you will actually have to shower, like, right? And Noah kind of just looked at him with this look. And the camp counselor dude kind of just assumed that Noah was joking about not going to take a shower for the next, 2 weeks. But Chris, he kind of, like, got a feeling that Noah wasn't playing around. He wasn't joking. And so anyways, right, later, Chris kind of forgets about that. They go to dinner. They have a good time. They're kind of like, you're sitting with your you're with your kind of like your group, your cabin, right? And at different meals and activities, obviously, you're with different people. But for dinners, they want to have you with your cabin because that's kind of like your little bonding group. That's your little group of people, right? So they're talking around. They're having a pretty good time. And they go back to the cabin eventually, and, they're going around, and then Chris, right, is in the same kind of, like, quad as Noah. He's not bunking with Noah, but he's in the same quad with Noah. And, Noah goes up to him, he's like, yo, dude. And, Chris is like, yeah, what's up, bro? And Noah's like, hey, do you have any deodorant? I forgot mine. And Chris is like, well, I mean, I do, but I'm not, like, don't take this the wrong way, bro. I'm just not trying to share it. Because, like, that's fine if you totally know someone or their family. Maybe sharing deodorant is okay, but it's a little uncleanly, right? I mean, the reason why you're scrubbing you're trying to, like, deodorize your underarms is because they got some stuff going on down there, right? So it's like, Chris is like, bro, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't know if I'm trying to share it. Like, if I figure out that I brought another one, sure, I'll happily, like, give it to you. And then, like, he notices that Noah goes around and he figures out that, yeah, no one else brought extra deodorant. And Noah's at this point, he's like, he doesn't feel like talking to the camp counselor dude because he has, like, beef with him, I guess, because, like, he, like, actually made fun of him for not wanting to, like, take a shower or something. But anyways, right, so the days go on, and I'm not going to go through every single day. I'm not here to waste your time, right? But basically, as days went on, Chris was kind of just, like, thinking, Noah hasn't taken a shower yet. Like, Noah has not taken a shower yet either. I don't think Noah was joking, guys. Like, oh my God. I don't actually think. And at one point, right, Chris comes to the revelation that Noah wasn't joking, man. He wasn't trolling. This wasn't some massive prank. This wasn't a haha funny, man. This was no, man. I'm 100% serious. Right, and at that point, no, Chris is like, oh shoot, like he's actually being legit, right? And okay, so now's the time to introduce the final and last character that I'm giving a name. She's going to be, she's the quite a major character in just a second, but I have to give her an introduction now. So this girl, right, let's call her Abby. Abby's kind of a very common name I've been using. If you guys have name suggestions, please leave a comment. I actually have been referring to a screenshot of a long list of names someone left. Like, that's legitimately how I got the name Chris and Noah, thanks to you guys. So yeah, leave names you want me to use in the comment section. Anyways, right, so this girl, Abby, right, Chris had one interaction with her before, and that interaction was in one of like the daily activities. So at the camp, right, you had a cabin, you had lunch and stuff, but a lot of what you were doing at that camp, because it was an overnight like sleepaway camp, it was kind of like a wilderness camp. It was like it was practically a wilderness camp. So basically, right, Chris and this girl Abby, they were in an activity together, and it was like, I don't know exactly what it was, but for some reason it involved you kind of like touching dirt or bugs or doing something like outside or something earthy, right, where you have to get your hands involved. And apparently, like, Abby was throwing this massive fit the entire time, and it really wasn't anything that bad. It was like touching dirt or something. But anyways, right, so, she was just kind of like freaking out. Like, she was freaking out over something that honestly, dude, probably was not worth freaking out over at all. Like, it was like touching dirt or something, which, like, here's the thing. Personally, I don't like grabbing fistfuls of dirt, and especially at camp, I was never a fan of that because it would get under my fingernails, and then they would be gross for a while, and I'd have this kind of like gritty feeling, and I just wasn't a fan of that, right? So I can understand not being a fan of that, but like Abby was going insane. Like, she was like, you can't make me do this, man. You can't make me do this. Like all this kind of like going over the top, going crazy, like enough for Chris to remember, because Chris would not have had would have not have had a memory if someone was just like, I don't like touching dirt. Like, whatever, that's totally valid, right? That's totally fair. I'm in that boat too, man. But she was like going crazy, dude. So anyways, right, final week comes around, and at this point, Noah has taken 0 showers. He's had 0 access to deodorant or anything. And Chris starts to notice that he's starting to smell a little bit funky. He's starting to smell a little bit like sour milk, just a little bit at this point. And every day, Chris would wake up and Chris would be like, yes, it's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful morning. The sun is up. And then he would start to get a little whiff of Noah, he's not his bunk mate, but Noah would walk by to use the bathroom or something, and Chris would be like, oh, wow, okay, oh my god, like, oh my god, dude. So right, as the days went on, like, it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse, and it just got like, like on the last day, right, they had this kind of like activity where all these people would come together, and it was like a big kind of like final mixer type thing. And on that morning, right, Noah wakes up. It's a good day. Chris wakes up. My fault. Chris wakes up. It's a beautiful day. The sun is out. The birds are chirping, man. I don't know. Like, it's a good day. The air is fresh, and he wakes up, and he's like. And that was the first mistake. When you wake up and you take a nice big inhale, it's just so nice, like the good morning air. No, this was not good morning air. This was toxic fumes. Like, this would be considered a bioweapon by the World Trade Federation or whatever. Why would the World Trade Federation classify something as a bioweapon, Connor? You're a genius. Anyways, no, but he wakes up and he gets a whiff, right? He's just like, holy shit. So while we're on the topic of smelling bad, today's keyword of the day is smell. So if you made it this far into the video, comment smell down below. Yeah, I just like to see how many people made it this far into the video. It's good for the watch time. I'll try and heart as many of those comments as I can. I can't get to them all. I do my best. I spend a little bit too much time hearting these comments, but if you want a good shot at it, just comment smell down below. And while you're at it, today's your lucky day, man. Today's your lucky day, because every single person who leaves a like on today's video will actually receive nothing. No, you heard me right. You'll receive nothing if you leave a like on today's video. So yeah, leave a like and you'll actually see nothing appear right in front of you. I'm feeling extra generous today, so yeah. So anyways, right, Chris wakes up, smelling the good air, and he just gets a whiff of Noah at this point, and he's like, holy shit, oh my god. And yeah, so this is kind of like the final day, and they're having some kind of like big get-together group type thing of like all the kids in the class or the camp or whatever it is, right? And, they go out there, they walk out of the cabin. I think some of the other kids in the cabin were also they inhaled a little bit too closely to Noah, right? A little bit too closely.
And anyway, so they kind of have like a weird mixer type group thing where like they get scrambled up with random people, and it happens to be Chris, Noah, a bunch of other random people, and also the girl Abby, who I introduced earlier, the one who really kind of like was known for overreacting to stuff. And it was just a bad combination, man. Luck just was not on his side that day. So they're assigned these groups, and they're kind of like they splinter off or whatever, and it's kind of like the final activity, kind of like final camp activity, last time to have fun, last time to meet these people, right? And whatever activity it was like indoors, and they were all kind of like in one of these classrooms, and they were all pretty close together, and there's an instructor assigned to each group. And, the assignment was, I don't even know what it was. I'll make something up funny. Like, I'll be like, it was something like, I don't know, but for some reason they had to be in a group together, and the instructor said what they had to do, and he said, all right, I'll be back in 20 minutes, right? So, the instructor leaves the room, the group is there, it's Chris, Noah, Abby, some other kids, right? And I think, like, Chris, like, kind of takes the initiative to lead the group, but, like, in the middle of his kind of pep talk, in the middle of his, like, speech or whatever, Abby is, like, starts gagging. She's like, oh. And like Chris like starts to notice this, and everyone else is kind of turning around. They're looking at Abby, and she's like, what is that? What is that smell? And well, let me just say that Chris had a pretty good idea what she was talking about, because Noah, with his whole deciding not to shower for 2 weeks and forgetting his deodorant, he was kind of smelling like kind of like spoiled milk plus a lot worse. I don't know how to describe it, man. It was pretty bad. So like he didn't 100% blame Abby, but she started going off even more. She's like, oh my god, and then she just drops to her knees, and everyone's like, dude, what the fuck? It's like, it's bad, but like it's not that bad. And after she drops to her knees, she's like, it's too much for me, and she like faints on the ground. And obviously, right, Chris is like 95% sure that this is just over dramatic and fake, but one of the other kids was like, oh my god, Abby fainted. And at this point, Noah's just like feeling just like so awkward, dude, because like obviously, right, there was one smell in this room, and it was 100% coming from him. She wasn't, fainting because some kid had like perfume on or like cologne or something, or the air conditioner was like smelling a little weird. It was 100% this kid, right? 100%. So some random guy in the group was like, oh my god, she fainted. He runs out, he gets the instructor or whatever, and the instructor runs in like, oh my god, like, Abby, is everything okay? And Abby looks up at him, and she's like, that kid. She points to Noah. At this point, Chris is like, oh my god. And Abby's like, that kid, he smells so bad. And at this point, the instructor's face, which was like genuinely like concerned for a little bit, completely drops. And he's just like, what? And the instructor, like, he kind of realized that, this kid Noah, right, he wasn't smelling the finest ever, but he actually got upset at Abby. He was like, that's so disrespectful to your friend or your colleague or whatever. Come with me. And, he actually took Abby out of the room for fainting because of the smell. And at that point, like, Noah was just like kind of awkwardly standing there because, like, dude, what are you gonna do? I mean, some girl just like started puking and fainting because you didn't smell good. And like Chris decided, like, okay, I gotta step up. So Chris is like, all right, guys, let's get back to what's important. Let's work on this project. And Noah was actually pretty thankful because Chris kind of did just save him from a pretty awkward conversation, because everyone else there was, they pretty obviously witnessed what just happened, which was a girl starting to like puke and gag and then faint. Obviously an overreaction, but still, just because this kid didn't smell so good, like that's pretty awkward. That's pretty awkward, bro. So yeah, Chris is kind of the hero here. Noah got saved, and he was pretty thankful. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go click on another video. Just watch a video. Why
Today we got a story time of this Minecraft kid who actually fights a kid because this other guy said that Minecraft wasn't the greatest game of all time. No, I'm not even joking. So yeah, sit back, relax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink, and let's get right into it. We're going to call the subscriber who sent in the story, we're going to call him Sam. And basically, right, Sam sent me a message on Instagram about this story. You can do the same thing too. If you want your story to be heard on the channel, my Instagram's in the description. That's the best way to find me and to send me the stories. But anyways, right, Sam, also this is a name I got from the comments. Basically, right, Sam told me about this time when he was in 4th grade. So obviously, right, Sam's a little bit older now. I mean, maybe not obviously. There's probably some people in 4th grade who watch me. But anyways, right, Sam told me about this whole experience that happened when he was in 4th grade. So he was in class one day, and there's this kid in the class, and we're going to call him Minecraft Kid. And this kid is, like, obsessed with Minecraft. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. I have to, like, make it very clear again, because I have to do this every time I call someone a something kid, Roblox kid, Minecraft kid, etc., right? There's nothing wrong with really liking a game. I mean, obviously, like, I'm playing some Minecraft right now. It's a good game, man. I like it. I enjoy it. It's a good time. What can I say? But at the end of the day, right, there's definitely kind of like a connotation around Minecraft Kid, which means you don't just like the game. It also means you're kind of crazy, right? Anyways, right, so there's this kid in this class. We're going to call him Minecraft Kid. We're not even giving him a name because the name Minecraft Kid, that name is honestly good enough. Anyways, right, so they're in class, and they're kind of, like, been divided up into small groups, and so the teacher kind of, like, randomly assigned people to different groups, and the subscriber, Sam, was, in a group of, like, 2 other people he kind of knew, and then he was also assigned into a group with the Minecraft Kid, because this was a group of 4s. So Sam and the Minecraft Kid never really had, like, a lot of, like, they weren't boys, they weren't super close or anything, they were just kind of, like, they knew of each other, and they had interacted a couple times, but they weren't really that close, and anyways, right, they were talking. I don't exactly know what the group project was about, but they were doing some kind of presentation, some kind of project, and the other 2 kids start bringing up the subject of, like, video games and what they liked the best. And at the time, right, Minecraft was pretty popular. I don't know what other games were pretty popular, but Sam was more of a Call of Duty person, and, there's the discussion of what is the most popular game arose. And obviously, like, I mean, the other 2 kids were saying something, and they weren't really saying it that, like, strongly, but the Minecraft Kid was like, Minecraft is the greatest game that has ever been made. Personally, I kind of agree with the Minecraft Kid just because I don't really play a lot of games, and Minecraft is, like, the only game that runs on my Mac. But obviously, like, I'm not going to die on that hill. If someone disagrees with me strongly, I'm going to say, that's all good, bro. Like, that's fine. Just to a certain extent, man, like, it's really just up to everyone's own opinion and, like, what their favorite game is. And, like, I don't really care. It's up to you. You can like what you want. But anyways, right, the Minecraft Kid was like, guys, obviously, Minecraft is the greatest game that has ever been created, right? Like, obviously, Minecraft is the greatest game. And then, the subscriber, Sam, is like, you know what? I actually disagree. I personally think Call of Duty is the greatest game. And then he gave, like, a list of, like, why he thought Call of Duty was greater or a better game than Minecraft or whatever. The Minecraft Kid wasn't that angry at first, but was like, you're wrong because, like, X, Y, and Z. But anyways, right, Sam and the Minecraft Kid start going back and forth more and more, and, like, Sam, he isn't taking it that seriously, but he's really holding his ground. The Minecraft Kid basically wouldn't have gotten upset if, like, Sam would have been like, oh, no, you're right, Minecraft is the greatest game because X. And remember, I personally think Minecraft is the greatest game, but I also just don't care. But anyways, Sam was holding his ground, and, rightfully so. You're allowed to think whatever you want, especially when it comes to, like, the greatest video game. Like, that's not a big deal. But the Minecraft Kid, he was getting angrier and angrier and angrier, and he was getting more upset, and he was like started, like, doing all the, like, heavy breathing, like, you don't understand the truth, you don't understand. He's like, this is very insulting to my honor. And at this point, right, Sam, he was kind of, look, this was in 4th grade, and he kind of liked messing with people a little bit. Sam was a good kid, so he didn't want to mess with anyone who didn't deserve it. But if someone was being goofy, he was going to play them, right? If you're being goofy, man, he was just going to play you. So anyways, right, Sam and the Minecraft Kid keep going back and forth. And the Minecraft Kid starts getting angrier, and he's like, you don't understand what's happening. He's like, you don't understand what you're saying. And at this point, Sam starts, like, he's like, you know what? Let's just rile this kid up a little bit more. Let's just have a little bit more fun at this point. And so what Sam ends up doing is he says, you know what? I don't just think Call of Duty is the best game. I think Minecraft is the worst game, which obviously, he didn't actually think that. Sam enjoyed himself a little bit of Minecraft.
It was a good game. He had some good memories on it. He used to watch all like the OG Minecrafters. Like, he was a kid once too. And, he'd hop on a survival world with his friends every couple years or every couple months, right? So he liked the game, but he thought it'd be funny if he told the Minecraft kid, who was getting really upset over the fact that, Sam didn't put Minecraft as the best game, if like he said, oh, Minecraft is the worst game. And this made the Minecraft kid completely flip out. And what happens when, Sam says, I actually think Minecraft, it's not just the best, it's not just not the best game. It's actually the worst game ever created. The Minecraft kid, his eyes get all wide, and he just like takes two hands and slides all the pens off the desk really quickly. Like just like slams them all off. At this point, right, the other two kids at the table who are very amused by this conversation are just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And to be fair, man, it just wasn't that deep. It really just was not that deep. And the Minecraft kid starts huffing and puffing. And you might be thinking, how is the teacher not even involved at this point? Well, basically, right, the teacher sent everyone to do like group projects or whatever at their little desks with their partners or their groups of 4. And he just left the room for like the class period. He was like, dude, I'm out of here. So, right, the Minecraft kid, he's basically getting ready to square up. He's like, what did you just say? And at this point, right, Sam is like, okay, this was really funny. In fact, this was hilarious. Actually, scratch that. This was quite hilarious, right? This was great, but I think it's time for me to stop the trolling before this kid actually blows, like, I don't know, a blood vessel or something, dude. Like, this is kind of crazy. And so he's like, okay, man, I was just joking around. He's like, no, you can't joke about that stuff, dude. You just can't joke about that stuff. At this point, right, Sam is like, okay, this kid is actually crazy. Like, oh my God, I think I've gone a little bit too far with this one. And the Minecraft kid's like, you don't understand. You don't understand what you've done. And he looks at him. He says, you shall pay. And he gets up and he puts on his backpack and he's like, I will see you tomorrow. And he just like runs out of the classroom. And at this point, Sam is just like, hey, yeah, like, bro, what? What? And all the other kids at the table are just like looking at him just like, dude, don't ask me. I have no idea. Like, I'm not the one to like ask on this one because I don't know either, bro. Like, best of luck. That kid's kind of funny, but like, I don't know what's going on right now. But like, let me know because I'm kind of curious. So anyways, right, the next day rolls around. Yeah, the next day rolls around and, Sam is at recess with some of his friends and he's like just standing there and he's like looking around and he just like looks across the field or whatever or like across like whatever the landscape was and he sees the Minecraft kid and the Minecraft kid is just looking at him and he's just smiling. And at this point, right, Sam is feeling weird. He's like, this kid's a little strange. Like, I don't know why he's just like staring at me so intensely. Like, I'm a little uncomfortable if I'm being honest, right? So anyways, after that, he looks away and he like looks back at his friends. And then eventually Sam is like, okay, I'm going to see if that kid's still there. He looks back and the Minecraft kid is not just no longer staring at him, but the Minecraft kid is gone. Like, the kid is gone. Speaking of Minecraft, let's just have today's secret word be Minecraft, like legitimately just Minecraft. I'm going to try and heart as many of those comments, but today is going to be really busy for me, so I might not even be able to heart the comments, but I would still appreciate it if you commented so I can see briefly how many people made it this far. And also, while you're down there, leave a like on the video and you'll receive absolutely nothing. It is a fantastic deal. And anyways, right, so Sam, he was just chilling. He's just like, oh my God, where'd the Minecraft kid go? And so he walks back into school, right? He walks back as like the bell rings and recess is over. So he's walking back into his class. And, he's just like, okay, this is the class that I have with the Minecraft kid. Because officially like 23 hours have passed or 23 and a half or whatever. And it's finally like one day later and he's having class again with the Minecraft kid. So he has to go back into his groups. When he gets into class, he's looking around and everyone is there. Everyone is present. Besides the Minecraft kid. So he's like, okay, that's a little strange. I definitely saw him today. Anyways, right, so Sam is just sitting in class. He's waiting around. And he's just like, eventually the teacher's like looking around, basically jotting down a little bit of attendance. And notices the Minecraft kid isn't there. Doesn't really say anything. He's like, just kind of probably notes it down in his book that he's not there. And he's like, okay, class, time to go out in your breakout groups. I'm going to leave again. The teacher was not having it. He was just done, bro. But the teacher left again. And, I don't know, the kids go to their groups, normal thing, everything's looking normal. So Sam goes to his group, and the other 2 kids are there, and the other 2 kids are like, yo, where's the Minecraft kid? Is he going to fight you? Ha ha ha. And at this point, Sam's like, dude, it's actually kind of weird because, like, I saw him today at recess, and he was just, like, staring at me. And then he was, like, smiling, too. It was really weird. And they're just like, okay. And then he's like, also, he's not in class today. And then they're like, dude, you mean he's at school? Look, this isn't like college where you can kind of like, you can skip classes, or, I mean, it's not advised, but you can. This isn't like high school where, I mean, even in high school, you really can't. This is a middle school where you're dropped off every day. You don't like skip classes. What are you going to do? No, like legitimately, what are you going to do, bro? Like, are you just going to like sit in the locker room? Are you going to sit in the bathroom? I mean, okay, anyway, so this is, like, very weird for someone to be at school and then, like, not attend a class. So they're just like, okay, dude, this is very weird. And then they're sitting there, Sam and the other 2 people, everyone, they're just at their tables, and then they see the door open, and it's the Minecraft kid. And he has his backpack on, and in his left hand is one of those, like, foam diamond swords. And he just looks at Sam, he's like, our battle, it has started. You shall pay for your slander. And everyone is just like so confused because 1, what? But also 2, they have literally no context to what is going on right now. And at this point, right, Sam is like both amused and also just super confused because right now the Minecraft kid is stood in front of the entire class and basically called out Sam saying it's time for them to battle. And he has one of those foam diamond swords in his hand. I don't know if you had those like fake like Minecraft foam diamond swords as a kid. I know I definitely did. I know probably half my friends did. And apparently so did the Minecraft kid. He was like, our battle for the honor of Minecraft begins now. At this point, right, he draws his sword. And this is also really bad timing for the Minecraft kid because the teacher was kind of planning on just not being in the class the whole time, but he forgot something at his desk. So he was walking back to the class and like opened the door as this whole thing was going down. At this point, the Minecraft kid has already drawn his sword and he like rushes in and he's like, yeah, for Minecraft. And he's rushing in with his like fake diamond sword or whatever. Sam's just standing there like, what is going on, dude? And at this point, the Minecraft kid runs up to Sam and starts beating him with this fake Minecraft sword. And right, it's not going to do any actual damage because it's like a piece of foam, but he's like whipping it around and it's like kind of stinging a little bit. And Sam's like, dude, stop. What are you doing? Stop. This is really annoying. Like, it didn't even hurt that bad. It was just very annoying. The Minecraft kid is like, for Minecraft, pop, 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 pop. It keeps like whapping him with like the diamond, not even like trying to like hit him with the side, but hitting him with the flat side just because it's like a piece of foam flapping around. At this point, right, the Minecraft kid and also Sam totally doesn't really realize that the teacher has returned to the classroom. So all of a sudden, right, Sam is kind of closing his eyes because he doesn't want the sword to like hit him in the eye or something because that might actually do a little bit of damage. While everywhere else it'll do literally no damage. But all of a sudden, he feels the sword stop and he feels like the Minecraft kid like disappear from his presence. And he opens his eyes and the teacher has the Minecraft kid by the scruff of his shirt saying, "You're coming with me, mister. We're going to the principal's office." And yeah, the Minecraft kid basically got dragged out of the classroom and he was screaming at Sam, "This is not the last of me. I will get my revenge." And yeah, basically the kid was, suspended for the day. He had to do in-school suspension. And he also had to write a formal apology to Sam. It was like a very fake apology, but whatever. But yeah, so moral of the story, don't attack people over them saying Minecraft is not the greatest game of all time. And subscribe if you're new. And if you want to do me a big favor, go watch another video. It really does help out the channel. There's some on the sidebar, some on the video right now. Go watch it. Today's story is about a Minecraft kid that every day he came in, he somehow smelled worse and refused to shower because it would impair his gaming or something. I don't even know, man. Anyways, sit back, relax, leave a like in the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So we're going to call today's subscriber who sent in this story. You can do so at Discord, link in description. Anyways, we're going to call him Ben because that's a meme on the channel and we're just going to keep it up. So anyways, right, Ben, he was in 5th grade, and, in his class, he was assigned one day, he was there, he went in, and just started off as a normal day, as all these stories do, and he went in one day, and, the teacher was, announcing this kind of, like, big project that they were doing. It was going to be a 2-week-long project, so it was going to be a pretty big deal.
And the groups were assigned randomly as he kind of like, beforehand, like before class, he went to like a random number generator, assigned a name next to every, like he went really all out on it. And he kind of like randomized the groups. And as he was reading them out aloud, Ben, heard the names and he was like, oh, one of the names is one of Ben's closest friends, but also one of the names was like this kid who was known for like kind of just like, I don't know how to say it, like, look, being a Minecraft kid does not mean you enjoy Minecraft. Obviously, you can see the gameplay in the background of this video, and I think the game's pretty cool. I've been playing it for a while, and I have a lot of great memories. However, right, Minecraft kid on this channel is denoted to the kids that are If you're a Minecraft kid, you're a Minecraft kid. If you know, you know. That's all I can say. He also wore the same green creeper hoodie every single day without washing it, but we'll get into that in a second. But anyways, right, Ben was listening to the names, and one of them was the Minecraft kid, who he never really had a lot of interactions with, but kind of knew him as, like, that kid. But he's like, okay, whatever, I'm friends with someone the group is someone I don't know, one of my close friends, and this Minecraft kid. How bad could it actually be? Anyways, right, so they sit down and they start working out the game plan for this project, because obviously they have a lot to do, because, it's 2 weeks long. They're not going to be given 2 weeks to do nothing. So as soon as Ben starts talking about, all right, so let's divvy up the work and figure out, what are we going to do in class? Let's have a timeline, and also what people are going to do, at home. And he just said, if anyone has any, like, reasons they can't do something on a certain day, or they're gone, or they're busy or something, please let me know, as that'll affect how I distribute the work. And the Minecraft kid immediately pipes up and says, I don't know how much work I can do at home. I've, been very serious with my gaming recently. And Ben is like, all right, bro, like, I respect the grind, but at the end of the day, I don't know if that's, like, a legitimate reason not to be doing work, because, like, hey, man, if he's not doing the work, that doesn't mean the work goes away. It literally just means that one of the other people has to, like, take it over, like, Ben has to take it over instead. And Ben's not trying to do a lot more work than he needs to do. Like, that's pretty understandable. But the Minecraft kid says, no, man, it's, like, super, super serious. Like, I could be making a lot of money. And, by the way, spoiler, the Minecraft kid couldn't. He was thinking of, like, playing in, like, Minecraft tournaments, which I don't even think exist. I don't think there is a competitive gaming scene for Minecraft. I'm pretty sure I watched a video on, like, why that failed or something. But anyways, right, he was like, bro, I'm playing for the MLG, bro. It's gonna happen. I just need to grind harder. And then the Minecraft kid goes on to tell everyone at the table what, like, extreme measures he's been taking to, like, grind out Minecraft. The first thing he says is he brings a mouse into class every day to practice jitter clicking. And if you don't know, jitter clicking is basically just when you click your mouse really quickly, but you do it by, like, vibrating your wrist. I don't really know. I can't personally do it. I'm not about to try. But it gets you more clicks per second, which in a certain version of Minecraft is better for combat, because on some servers you take less knockback and your more hits register. I don't know the science behind it or anything, right? So, and Ben, in the back of his mind, was like, I thought I heard a little noise. Like, for the last couple weeks, he'd been hearing this, like, really faint, like, kind of like pitter-patter noise of, like, and he had no idea what it was, because, like, Minecraft kid sat in the way back and Ben sat like middle front, so he wasn't, like, 100% sure, like, what the noise was. But he's like, in his head, he's like, all right, that explains that. But then the Minecraft kid goes on to explain some more uncleanly, right, some not so very clean methods he's been using. Secret word of the day is shower, so comment shower, I'll try and heart it. Anyways, right, so basically, the Minecraft kid goes on to explain that showers take way too much time. At this point, like, Ben and his friend kind of look at each other like, bro, what are you talking about? Look, in the United States, there's kind of like people tend to shower a little bit too much, right? It's bad for the skin. You don't actually need to, like, scrub your hair, and, like, you don't have to shower 3 times a day, bro. You just don't have to. Like, if anything, it's worse for you. However, right, showering is a good thing. Please do it, at least eventually. You don't have to do it every day or every 5 seconds, right, bro? But just try and do it eventually. Try and do it at least a little bit. That's honestly all I ask at this point. But the Minecraft kid was explaining how he's not showered for the last week, because he's like, you know what, it takes up too much time. That's at least 15 to 20 minutes where he could be practicing his Minecraft gaming. At this point, right, Ben and his friend look at each other like, bro, bro. Like, they were in 5th grade, right?
But even then, Ben was like, he knew that was ridiculous. He's just like, bro. And then the Minecraft kid goes on to explain that, while he hasn't implemented this following tactic yet, he thinks it's really going to be able to transform his gameplay. So they're a little curious what this mysterious tactic that he hasn't done yet is. And the Minecraft kid goes on to say that, yeah, he's not going to change his clothes. So the creeper hoodie that he was wearing today, he's not going to change it, and he's not going to wash it, because it's going to take, just like Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs or whatever, right? It's going to take too much mental energy away from what he could be using to strategize better PvP in Minecraft. And Ben was just looking at him, his mouth was if Ben wasn't controlling his mouth, his mouth would have just dropped at this point. Just are you serious, bro? So anyways, right at this point, Ben and his friend are just looking at each other this kid, bro. This kid is crazy, bro. This kid is out of this world. So Ben's friend actually eggs him on and says, dude, I don't believe you. And the Minecraft kid said, is that a challenge? Is this a quest I can complete in Bed Wars? And Ben just rolls his eyes at that comment. But, Ben's friend is a little bit I don't want to say mischievous, because I wouldn't say that's the case, but he definitely enjoys a good show. So he says, yeah, man. Yeah, actually, no, I am. This is a challenge. This is actually a challenge, man. This is a challenge. If you can complete all those things and prove it, right, somehow, you will have my respect forever. You didn't even have to offer up an actual prize. And the Minecraft kid said, then it's a deal. And Ben just looks at his friend with this look of why? Because Ben knew that, the Minecraft kid was actually going to go through with it, and that he was going to have to sit with the Minecraft kid every single day for the next 2 weeks. And yeah, sure enough, every single day when they came in for class, Ben noticed the kid was wearing the same shirt. And on one of the days, he actually noticed that there was a certain stain on the shirt, probably from lunch or something, and hoodie. And every single day for the next 2 weeks, he would look at the hoodie, he would look for where the stain was, and sure enough, the stain was still there, and it would have been easily washed away, right, if that hoodie was washed or anything. And every single day, the Minecraft kid came in, and yeah, even though Ben was across the table from him, by the first weekend, yeah, no, he could definitely smell the Minecraft kid. There was no question about it at that point. So how the project worked was it was kind of a big group project, but it was also visually heavy. There was a lot of visuals involved in the project. So on the final day when it was due, there was a project fair type thing where one person would stay at the table. Everyone would designate one person to stay at the table, and the other three would go around, and in this notebook, they would take notes about the other person's work or whatever to submit it to the teacher. I don't know, maybe it's to make it easier to grade, or just give them something to do that was kind of fun. And the Minecraft kid on that day, because after 2 weeks had passed, they'd finished the project, they didn't really give a lot of work to the Minecraft kid because he was busy gaming, and at this point they kind of were just dude, we're just gonna do the work ourselves. This is just so interesting to watch anyways, we don't really care. So the Minecraft kid didn't do a lot of the work, but at the end of the day, the project was finished, and they did a pretty good job. And the Minecraft kid said, guys, I appreciate you guys allowing me to craft away or something cringe like that. And he's so I will be the one who stays and explains the project. And they're dude, are you sure? And he's yes, I'm very sure. So they're all right, man, I kind of want to see the other projects anyways. So by this time, right, Ben was sitting on the other side of the table, and he could barely breathe. Imagine spoiled milk plus onions plus I can't think of anything right. Just imagine something that smells really bad. I know, perfect description. It's almost like you're there. I'm describing it so well, it's almost like you're there. With the words, the beautiful words, it smells bad. But anyways, right, this kid was smelling like spoiled milk that was spilled behind your bed that you find, the puddle of, curdled milk 6 months later. That's the best thing I could give as a description. As well, his hoodie was also reeked, but also was full of stains and hair and just gross stuff. But he's sitting at the table, and Ben and his friend and the third kid, right, they decide to go. They walk around, but Ben is he witnesses, right, because he kind of he wants to know what other people's interactions are, and he's not really paying attention to the first place that he goes to visit, and he has his other two friends take notes and such, and he just turns around and watches as this group of girls goes to sit at their table, and they all stand up, and one of them kind of is oh my god, and the Minecraft kid's what? And they're
nothing, we're good, we're just gonna sit farther away so we can view your project better, we're just nearsighted. And he's like, nearsighted? Yeah, they're like, we're all nearsighted. And he's like, I don't know if that's how it works. And they're like, yep, it's how it works. So they all stand like 5 feet away from the table, which he's sitting on the other side of, as he explains the project. And Ben, like, nudges his friend, is like, dude, do you just hear what happened? And Ben's friend was kind of paying attention too, and he's like, yeah, bro, oh my God. Anyways, right, probably like the most interesting part happens at the very end of the class, because that's when one person goes up and hands the project in to the teacher, right? Oh God, I got something stuck in my throat, bro. Anyways, right, so the Minecraft kid decides to go up at the end of class and hand the teacher the project. So he grabs the project, goes up to the front of the class, and Ben just like nudges his friend again. He's like, dude, let's just watch. Let's just see what happens. And sure enough, from far away, they can't hear what the Minecraft kid says or what the teacher says, but they're just watching the look on the teacher's face. The teacher has kind of like a neutral / slight smile on his face as people come up and like bring him stuff. And the Minecraft kid goes up and gets really close for some reason to hand it in. And you can see the teacher's face go from like a flat expression to just like, his face is like goes pale, bro. He's like, oh, he kind of like coughs for a second. He's like, and you can kind of like make out him saying thank you. And the Minecraft kid walks back. And the teacher takes out his like notebook and writes down a note as soon as that happens. And he's not written down a note during the entire class period, besides when he went around before during the fair type thing and like took some notes for people's work or whatever. And yeah, sure enough, the next day, the teacher said, hey, can you guys get into your groups, get into your partners? It's like, we're going to have a little celebratory thing because that was a really big deal. And I thought you'd have like a little goodbye thing with your group. It's only going to be like 10 minutes or whatever. So they go back to like the table and, the group gets there. It's Ben, his friend, the random person. And then they see the Minecraft kid sitting down and there's no pungent smell. And he's actually changed his clothes. And Ben, like, looks at him and says, bro, what happened to the streak? Because it was pretty apparent that, one, he showered, and two, he was in a, different outfit now. And he's like, I'm so mad, bro, at the teacher. And they're just like, dude, what do you mean? Like, we got the grade back. We got, like, a 91. We killed it. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, Ben, it's not that. We did great on the project. Like, killing it, whatever, right? The problem is that the teacher emailed my mom saying I didn't smell very good and it was alarming. And then my mom made me shower and wash my clothes and I lost so much efficiency in my Minecraft. I will never become an MLG pro. And Ben and his friend just look at each other. And then they look at the Minecraft kid and they're like, bro, I think you're going to be just all right. Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some of the recommended. Watch it, you'll make me happy. Today we got a story of a Minecraft kid who actually thought the Nether was a real place. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So today's subscriber story, which, by the way, if you want to send in a story, you can do so to either my Instagram or Discord server. Both are in the description of this video. We're going to call this subscriber who sent in the story, we're going to call him Cameron. I got that name from the comments, so leave a name you'd like me to use. Anyways, right, Cameron was in 4th grade when this happened, and this was a couple years back, so it wasn't like before Minecraft was popular, because that was a long time ago, man. Bro, Minecraft's been a thing for such a long time at this point. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, right, this was a couple years back, because Cameron, I think, is in like 8th or 9th grade at this point. But back in 4th grade, right, there was this kid in his class, and we're just going to call this kid the Minecraft kid. And I have to do this disclaimer every single time I do these videos, but obviously, right, if you play Minecraft, you're not a Minecraft kid, and also, that's not like a bad thing necessarily. Like, bro, obviously, I like Minecraft. I mean, look at the gameplay on screen right now. Obviously, I think the game is pretty nice. Like, it is what it is. But if you're a Minecraft kid, you're a Minecraft kid. And if you watch this channel for long enough, you already know what that means. And if you haven't, you should watch more of my Minecraft kid videos. Anyways, right, so one day, Cameron was in class. And this class happened to be a history class. It wasn't like a full-on history class, but it was like the 4th grade equivalent of like general world history plus geography. It was kind of like a combined class or something. And one day, Cameron was kind of sitting more towards the back of the class because, I don't know. He just wasn't feeling it that day. He didn't really feel like he didn't feel like putting his all in. I mean, hey man, it's history. I can't totally blame you. That's never really been my favorite class either. Like, it's kind of like, okay, it happened, and... But anyways, right, Cameron was sitting towards kind of the back of the class, and the kid in the class who we're calling the Minecraft kid, Cameron and him were friendly. They weren't necessarily boys. They weren't going to hang out with each other in the weekends, but they would happily talk to each other in class, if that makes sense. But anyways, right, they were kind of close to each other in the room. Like, I think they were sitting next to each other. That's important coming up. But anyways, right, so... Cameron, he's not really paying a ton of attention right now, but all of a sudden the teacher's like, all right, class, listen up. So Cameron's like, all right, I'll actually pay attention now. Fine, whatever. The teacher's like, all right, class, so I'm just going to have you guys pair up. You can choose whoever, right? Preferably someone near you so so it's not that difficult. And as soon as the teacher said that, the Minecraft kid turned around or turned to his side, looked at Cameron, tapped him on the shoulder, and is like, kind of gave him like a head nod. And Cameron kind of like returned with like, yeah, like kind of like a smile and a thumbs up. Like, yeah, okay, we can be partners. I mean, bro, I'll be honest, it's even like if that wasn't Cameron's first choice, it's kind of just a good feeling. Like when someone just like, I don't know, man. It's just kind of like a good feeling because like someone's like, yeah, I want to be your partner. As opposed to when you have two other friends in the class and you guys are like a group of three and it's like, you have to pair up, and then you're always the odd man out, man. Hey, man, I feel your pain if you're that guy, bro. It's a tough existence, bro. I understand. But anyways, right, so Cameron's like, all right, bro, I got a partner. Like, Minecraft kid's a little weird, but I still like him. That's cool. And the teacher goes on to say, all right, after you guys have paired up, the task is to come up to the front of the class, grab a piece of paper, grab like a box of crayons, and I want you to draw out a world map. And it doesn't have to be super accurate, like you don't have to have literally every country in their capital. Like if you forget like Vatican City or like, I don't know, one of the like islands and like, I don't know, the South China Sea, we're not going to come for you, bro. Like, it's all good. But, like, get the major continents, get the relative shapes, and kind of just have fun with this project. We'll be doing this for the rest of class. So, Cameron was like, all right, I can get behind this. Like, Cameron doesn't mind a good art project in a non-art class. Like, that's always a win for him. That's always a dub for the boys. Like, no question about that. And, yeah, so they go up, they grab their box of crayons or whatever, and, they sit back down, and Cameron and the Minecraft kid decide to start to, sketch out or they plan out what they want to sketch. So they first take a pencil and they're like, all right, so, Asia is here, Europe is here, North and South America. And they were looking in reference to like a big map at the front of the room. They weren't all doing it from memory, of course. And at this point, right, the Minecraft kid is like, all right, cool, but you're missing something. And Cameron's like, what am I missing? Like, I got all the continents. And he's like, oh, did I, are we supposed to, label the major oceans or something? And Cameron's like, I don't know, maybe, but you forgot the Nether. At this point, Cameron, Cameron likes himself, he likes himself with some good Minecraft, right? He enjoys himself a wee bit of nice Minecraft. No question about it. But bro knows that the Nether isn't real. Like, let's just keep it a stack. The Nether is not real. But anyways, Cameron looks at the Minecraft kid like, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean? Well, what do you mean, the Nether? The Minecraft kid is not doesn't have some kind of smirk, isn't being obviously sarcastic. And that's when Cameron realizes that the Minecraft kid, this is not a troll, this is not a parody, this is not satire, this is not funny, haha content, right? No, this is serious. The Minecraft kid is being 100% deadpan. Where is the Nether? Where's the Nether on your map? And, Cameron kind of looks at him like, bro, the Nether isn't real. And the Minecraft kid, when he hears that, looks at him and, laughs and is like, bro, what do you mean the Nether isn't real? That's like saying, oh, the United States isn't real. Oh, South America isn't real. The Atlantic Ocean isn't real. The Nether isn't real. It's all the same thing, bro. You're crazy. And at this point, right, Cameron's looking at the Minecraft kid like, this kid is either a top-tier comedian who has me fooled, or he actually thinks the Nether is real. So the Minecraft kid is about to embarrass himself in front of everyone, and I don't really want to stop the story midway through there. So I'm just going to tell you now that comment Nether down below, and I'll try and heart as many of those comments as possible. If you don't know, I have a secret comment every single video, and I filter the comments by that comment so I can try and heart as many as possible. But I'm also a pretty busy guy, so don't take it personally. And while you're down there, make sure you are subscribed and have joined the Discord server. Anyways, back to the story. Minecraft kid believes the Nether
is a real place. And at this point, right, Cameron is just looking at him like, dude, there's no way you're serious, bro. Like, there's a 0% chance that you're 100% serious right now. And at this point, right, they're kind of just at a standoff. Because Cameron is just like, bro, the Nether's not real. But the Minecraft kid is taking it like, if I was to go up to you and say, hey, bro, I just want to let you know that Texas isn't real. Texas is a figment of your imagination, bro. It's only in video games. Texas is not in real life. It's as if I was to go up and tell you that, you would probably be a little weirded out too. So I don't, like, okay, I almost said I don't blame the Minecraft kid, but I still do. But that's the way he was perceiving it. So he was kind of like laughing at Cameron, like Cameron was the crazy one here. So the Minecraft kid was like, you seriously don't believe the Nether's real? And Cameron is like, you seriously believe the Nether is real? So Cameron is like, all right, man, do you want to make a bet on this? Because, like, Cameron, bro, like, he saw an opportunity. He was like, Minecraft kid is confident, and, you know, I'm also much more confident because I know that I'm right and he's wrong, and, like, this is a pretty good betting opportunity, bro. And, like, at the end of the day, is he kind of taking advantage of the Minecraft kid? Sure, but it isn't for real money anyways. It's more of, like, if you lose, you have to do something. So Cameron goes to the Minecraft kid and says, all right, if the Nether isn't real, right, you have to do my homework for a week. And the Minecraft kid says, sure, okay. And if the Nether is? And he says, okay. And Cameron's like, all right, bro, if the Nether is real, I have to do your homework for a week. And Minecraft kid was like, bro, set, deal, like, got it. Like, 100% I'm in. Huh. And he's like, all right, well, I just won, so you can start doing my homework now? And Cameron's like, bro, what do you mean? Like, and Minecraft kid's like, well, the Nether is real, so I did just win. And Cameron's like, all right, well, okay, we got to figure out a way to actually verify this to, like, prove if it's real or not. And the Minecraft kid's like, oh, okay, if it's real or not, whatever. And, you know, Cameron's like, all right, so, yeah, let's go and ask the teacher. And the Minecraft kid is like, you know what? Nah, bro. I'm embarrassing you publicly and winning the bet. And Cameron's like a little taken aback because he's like, what do you mean embarrass me publicly? And the Minecraft kid is like, no, we're going to the front of the class and we're going to ask the entire class and the teacher at the same time. And yeah, you're going to get owned. And Cameron's like, okay, like, all right, bro, whatever you want to do. So Cameron goes up to the teacher who's sitting there, and the teacher's like, oh, you guys done yet? And they're like, oh, we're very close to being done. Do you mind if we, like, make a small announcement to the class to add to do, like, a poll or something, or ask a question? And the teacher who, like, today was a chill day. They were just going in and, like, coloring in, you know, a map or whatever. The teacher who maybe on, like, a less chill day would have been like, no, or maybe even would have vetted the question first. He was like, you know what? Yeah, sure. Whatever you guys want to do. Like, as long as it doesn't take more than, like, a minute or two, then, like, yeah, go ahead. Like, no problem with me. So anyways, right, the Minecraft kid and Cameron, they go up to the front of the class, and they say, attention, everyone, and people kind of, like, look up from their coloring books, or not their coloring books, but the map that they're coloring, and they stop talking, and Cameron said, Minecraft kid, and he said his actual name, but I'm just calling him Minecraft kid. And Cameron's like, Minecraft kid, do you want to lead this? And the Minecraft kid's like, yeah, I want to lead this. He's like, guys, Cameron and I made a bet. Cameron doesn't think the Nether is real. And he's like, kind of like half laughing, half smiling. Everyone's face is just like blank. Like, what? Like, what did you just say? And the Minecraft kid starts to get a little nervous, but he's like, oh, so yeah, we made a bet, and Cameron bet that the Nether isn't actually real. I bet that the Nether is actually real because it is, and we just came to ask you guys to, like, verify if the Nether's real or not. And the teacher's just looking at them like, is this, like, satire, bro? Like, what? And the teacher also has no idea what the Nether is. He doesn't play Minecraft. But there's, like, a good deal of kids in class that do, and one of the kids starts laughing. He's like, what do you mean then if the Nether is real? Like, what are you talking about? And Cameron, or the Minecraft kid, is like, bro, the Nether is obviously real. It's Minecraft's based on, like, real life. Like, trees are real, grass is real, cows are real. And then, like, the kid was like, yeah, but zombies. And Minecraft kid's like, well, okay, that's an exception. And then someone's like, well, what about skeletons that shoot arrows? He's like, that's an exception too. And they're like, bro, because the kids in the class start to realize that the Minecraft kid actually believes the Nether's real. And they're like, dude, the Nether isn't real. And the Minecraft kid's like, well, what do you mean the Nether isn't real? And the teacher's like, I don't know about this Nether place, but I definitely have never heard of it. Maybe somewhere in Greek mythology. And the Minecraft kid's like, there's proof. And then the teacher's like, mythology, like tales, fairy tales, not real. And the Minecraft kid's like, what? And the teacher's like, all right, guys, I mean, if you really want me to look it up, I mean, I can look into it. Maybe it's like a place on some island I've never heard of before. So the teacher looks up the Nether, and it just comes up with like the Minecraft game. He's like, nope, this seems like something in a video game. It's not real. And Cameron just starts looking at the Minecraft kid with this look, this kind of like this grin of like, haha, bro. I told you, dude. I told you. And the Minecraft kid starts sweating. He's like, guys, this is really funny, but this is a bet, so it's like super serious. And like, if you guys are joking, you gotta cut it out now. And the kids are like, no, are you joking? And the Minecraft kid's like, no. And Cameron's like, all right, guys, thank you so much. That's all we needed. And he starts to sit back down, and the Minecraft kid quickly sits back down at the table and just isn't saying anything. Cameron's like, bro, you don't actually have to do my homework for a week. Like, we're good. And the Minecraft kid's like, it's not even that. Like, I'll do it, man. But just, my entire world has changed. What do you mean the Nether isn't real? Next, you're going to tell me that the Ender Dragon doesn't exist. And after the Minecraft kid says that, Cameron just gives him this look. This long stare of like, oh boy, we got a lot of work to do, boys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch some other videos. There's some on screen, some recommended. If you do so, I'll be very happy. Today we have a story time of a Minecraft kid who got rejected simply because he smelled too bad. Yeah, this was pretty uncomfortable, but also pretty funny, so sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. Look, man, I'm going to be honest, I've had a very terrible history when it comes to, the ladies, right? I'm probably one of the most unluckiest guys on planet Earth, because I just have the worst streak of luck, so I definitely can I almost said sympathize. Yeah, no, I almost said synthesize. I can sympathize with the guy, the Minecraft kid, right? So I'm not going to go hard on him at all in today's story because I feel bad. And honestly, if you want to hear any of the past tales of me getting absolutely roasted, right, by all the ladies I've failed to, try and get to like me, you can ask District, one of the admins on my Discord server, which is linked in the description. You should 100% join that. You can ask him, and he'll tell you. I'll also probably tell them later on the channel. But anyways, right, let's actually get into the meat of the story. The subscriber who sent in today's story, we're going to call him Luke, and I got that name from the comment section, and yeah, so feel free to leave a name in the comments if you want me to use it. Anyways, right, Luke doesn't play a major role in the story. He's kind of like a passive observer of this thing that happened in class, but it was just such a tough moment, but still pretty interesting that he thought he'd send it in. So basically, right, there's this kid in his class, and he's kind of like a Minecraft kid. He's just known for playing a lot of Minecraft, right? He wears one of two Minecraft t-shirts every single day, as well as cargo shorts, which, by the way, look, cargo shorts are not they don't look the greatest, but bro, the utility is crazy. I don't personally wear them, but I do respect people that do, because I'm like, bro, you can fit so much in all those pockets. Mad respect. But anyways, right, so, Luke, the subscriber, and the Minecraft kid, they both had a class together, and that's kind of how Luke got to know the Minecraft kid. And let me just say that the Minecraft kid, he's a little strange, he's a little weird, and he definitely is not, gamers sometimes have, a tendency, or at least a reputation to not be super hygienic, and the Minecraft kid definitely, fit this stereotype. But TBH, the Minecraft kid apparently was a decently, good dude. He wasn't that bad of a guy at all. In fact, Luke would befriend him, and they would play Minecraft every once in a while together. But basically, right, this guy's priority was getting more clicks per second to bridge faster, and I don't know, Bed Wars, and his priorities were not 1, changing his clothes, 2, taking a shower, or 3, brushing his teeth. But it is what it is, bro. Anyways, right, there was also this girl in class, and her name was Mary. And Mary wasn't the nicest girl ever, because here's the thing. When, someone maybe, makes a romantic gesture towards you, right,
You don't have, there's no reason that you have to say yes. In fact, like, if you don't want to go out with them, say no. It's better for them too, because like if you said yes and then said no later, that's also hurtful. So it's just better to say no, right? But also you don't want to be cruel with them, bro. Like, they have a heart too. Speaking from experience, I do have a heart, and it breaks very easily. 1 like equals 1 prayer for me. But anyways, I'm not the focus of this story. And I don't know if I'll be, you know what, 5,000 likes on today's video, and I'll tell my most embarrassing story when it comes to, like, women, ladies, and how I get absolutely destroyed. 5,000 likes, no less. I made it very high because I don't actually want to tell the story, bro. But hey, man, I'll do what the likes say. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid, while being a decent guy, was also, like, a bit of, like, he was not really in touch with, like, reality in a sense. And what I mean by that is, like, as you're gonna see, he makes a pretty big, like, romantic gesture in front of everyone. He's not super aware of his surroundings in that sense, bro. Like, I'll be honest. And, you know, while Luke was, like, friendly with him, like, he wasn't super close because of these reasons. But anyways, right, it all seemed like a normal day in class. It just seemed like a normal day. And I feel like all these stories I start with, like, it seemed like a normal day, because, bro, it seemed like a normal day. But anyways, right, Luke was sitting in class, and the Minecraft kid was sitting in class, and Mary was sitting in class. Everyone was there. The 3 main characters. If anything, Luke isn't even a main character. He kind of just witnessed the whole thing. But anyways, right, life seemed normal. Anyways, right, today wasn't just a normal day. I lied. Get lied to. Anyways, I hope I didn't mess with your trust issues anymore on this channel. But anyways, right, the day wasn't actually a normal day, because it was a normal day besides for the date. Because the date, February 14th. And by the way, it's about to be February 14th. I'm about to go 19 years without anyone to celebrate it with. 1 like equals 1 prayer. Anyways, right, it was February 14th. And, you know, that's Valentine's Day, which is either, you know, you're able to, with your significant other or the person, your crush or whatever, you're able to, like, spend a nice day with them. Or if you're like the rest of us, it's just a slightly more miserable day than usual. I'm just kidding. I enjoy life. Life is good. I'm happy. But that day is just kind of like reminds you that, yeah, oh yeah, by the way, bro, you're not doing so hot in that department. But anyways, this day, the Minecraft kid, he was sick and tired. He was sick and tired, man, of spending these days alone. So he was going to make a valiant effort to, you know, persuade Mary. I forgot her name for a second. He was going to persuade Mary that he was the one for her, which all of a sudden, right, or like before that even happens, bro, it's just not going to work. I hate to be a party pooper, bro, but it's just not going to work. Mary already kind of had a thing going with this guy who we're going to call Brad. We could also just call him Chad. It honestly wouldn't matter, because it'd be basically the same guy at this point. And anyways, right, and also, even if Mary wasn't, like, had a slight thing with someone already, right, she wouldn't have said yes anyways. It just was reality at that point. I hate to say it. But anyways, right, it was class in the Minecraft kid. He was basically going to ask Mary out in front of everyone. It gets pretty bad, but yeah, obviously it doesn't go that well, and, you know, she makes a pretty big deal out of it, and, you know, the Minecraft kid wasn't necessarily in the right throughout the whole thing, but Mary definitely wasn't in the right as well, by the way she acted through it. But anyways, right, so Luke was kind of just sitting there, and he was kind of just chilling, and it was kind of like a normal class, but it's also kind of like a more chill class than usual, and the teacher kind of just let them work on stuff, like because they had like a pretty big project coming up, and it was kind of like a work class, but he also didn't care if people were just like talking with each other, because the teacher's rationale was like, if you don't want to do the work now, like, I'm giving you an opportunity. If you don't want to do it now, you're just going to have more later, so, like, if you want to do that, like, I guess, do you, bro, like, I don't live your life. Like, if you want to make your life harder, go ahead and do it. But anyways, right, so, you know, Luke was just kind of chilling there, and then he noticed, like, the Minecraft kid get up from his seat and start walking to the front of the class. And Luke didn't think anything of it beforehand. He just remembers it because of what was about to follow, right? He thinks he's going up to ask the teacher a question. But, you know, the Minecraft kid doesn't go straight up to the front of the class. He starts moving like at a 60-degree angle to like the middle of the classroom, but kind of towards the left of it. And that happens to be where Mary is sitting. And of course, Luke at the time doesn't realize why he's doing this until the Minecraft kid stops right at Mary's desk. And Mary is talking with like two of her other friends, and they're not really doing any work at this time. But she realizes that, oh my God, voice crack. But she realizes that eventually, like, someone is like standing right above my desk. What's going on? So she kind of looks up and makes direct eye contact with the Minecraft kid. So this is where everything goes down, and it only gets crazier and crazier as it goes on. So I'm just going to have the secret word of the day now. If you made it this far, comment, what should you comment, bro? Comment Minecraft down below. Sorry, not that creative. I'm going to filter the comments by Minecraft, one word, by the way. I'm going to heart as many of them as I can, so if you want a free heart, farm that real quick. Comment Minecraft down below. And anyways, right, so the Minecraft kid goes up to, Mary's desk, and Mary looks up at him and kind of says, like, kind of gives him this look. She doesn't say anything directly, but kind of gives him this look of like, bro, we aren't friends. We aren't boys. What are you doing here? And then all of a sudden, the Minecraft kid, in his creeper t-shirt that, kind of smells like he hasn't washed it in like 3 months or something, gets down onto one knee, takes off his fedora. I'm just kidding. He's not that much in character, bro. That'd be funny, but no. He gets down onto one knee as if he's like proposing. And at this point, like, everyone kind of turns and looks, including the teacher. And he starts going on this monologue, and he's like, Mary, my queen. And everyone's like, oh no, bro, he didn't just say that, bro. Like, here's the thing. You see that in like funny joke videos. You see that in like movies or parodies. Don't ever call someone randomly your queen unironically. Even doing it ironically is starting to become a little, just don't do it, bro. Just simply don't do it. You're better off. He's like, Mary, my queen, I have admired you for so long. Okay, also, don't say that, bro. That also sounds weird. He's like, I've admired you for so long. And on this day, Valentine's Day, everyone's like, no, bro. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. It's about to be a bloodbath. It's about to be bad. Like, they know things are going down because they also know she's not saying yes, and she's not saying yes, or she's not saying no politely, bro. They know that for a fact. And he's like, will you be my Valentine? And just followed by dead silence. Like, no one else is talking, bro. Everyone has stopped talking. Everyone has stopped working on their projects, including the teacher, who is also fully engaged in this drama that's going down. And it's just dead silence. And Mary's just looking at him blankly, not like laughing or smiling, not frowning, not crying, just like no expression at all. And then Mary says, maybe I would. And everyone like almost gasped at this point because she just said maybe. The fact she didn't say no right away. But here's the thing. They jumped to conclusions way too quickly because Mary was about to go way out of pocket. And let me just say a little disclaimer. Mary must have been having a bad day. Maybe Brad/Chad like didn't get her anything for Valentine's Day because she just went off. And obviously don't do anything like this. This is pretty rude. But she says, maybe I would. Maybe I would if you weren't so ugly. And everyone's like, it smelled so bad. And everyone at this point was just like, no way. She just went hard. She just went, she like, bro, it's so out of pocket. And she was like, it didn't creep everyone out. And everyone just like is around there like, no shot, she just said that, bro. No shot. And the Minecraft kid, bro, look, the guy was being a little cringe, but like at the end of the day, like I feel bad for him because like no one deserves that. Look, first of all, Minecraft kid should not have like drawn a ton of attention to him asking her out, as that puts a lot of unfair pressure on her. But bro, you can't be saying no because you're ugly, smell bad, and are weird. Like, you just can't be saying that. So the Minecraft kid says, I see, and gets up and starts walking back, and the teacher's just like looks at Mary and is like, Mary, go to the principal's office right now. And she says, for what? And he's like, what do you mean for what? Go there right now. And Mary gets up and is a little taken aback because, obviously, right, she just went off, but she isn't totally sure why. But bro, the reason is obvious. You just called someone ugly, smelly, and weird in front of everyone, bro. You can't be doing that. So yeah, Mary sent off to the principal's office, and Luke, honestly, bro, he was feeling kind of bad for the Minecraft kid. So he went over to the Minecraft kid. He's like, bro, don't worry about it. Like, honestly, you dodged a bullet, bro. And like, that was kind of a lie, but he's like, bro, you dodged a bullet. how about you want to play some Minecraft with me tonight? And the Minecraft kid, who was pretty down at the time, kind of looked up at him, gave him a bit of a smile and said, yeah, I'd love that. And yeah, so Mary didn't really get into that much trouble, but she had to like write a formal apology to the Minecraft kid. But also the Minecraft kid had to write an apology to Mary as well. They kind of had this thing where they both had to apologize to each other because they were both kind of in the wrong on this one. Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some of the recommended. If you watch another video, you'll make me very happy. Today we got a story time of a Minecraft kid who actually thinks the Ender Dragon is real and like actually exists in real life, as well as does a bunch of other stupid stuff, which is pretty funny. So yeah, sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing. Not even a joke, bro. You can actually get your free nothing leaving a like. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So anyways, right, the subscriber who we're going to call Kevin, you know, he sent in this story, and this happened to him when he was in 3rd grade. He's currently in 6th grade right now, so this was a little while ago. But basically, right, for Kevin, back in 3rd grade, there's this kid in his class, and we're just going to call him a Minecraft kid. And I have to say this every single time, because I'll always get a comment saying, oh my god, Connor, I play Minecraft. Do you hate me, man? Bro, do you see the background gameplay right now? Obviously, Minecraft's a cool game. I love that game, bro. Like, I don't play it all the time, but look, the parkour is cool. Like, just going into a survival world by yourself is, like, kind of fun for a little while. Mad respect if you play Minecraft, but if you're a Minecraft kid, that's a whole different story, man. But anyways, right, so one day in 3rd grade, there's this kid in Kevin's class who's the Minecraft kid, and I'm not going to give him a real name. I'm just going to call him Minecraft kid. But anyways, right, one day at recess. At recess, right, the Minecraft kid, you know, was kind of like walking around, wandering around, and Kevin was hanging out with his friends. And then the Minecraft kid comes up to Kevin and his friends, and they were always kind of friendly, like they weren't enemies, they never fought each other or anything like that. But basically, right, the Minecraft kid wasn't like boys with Kevin and his friends, so it was a little strange that he came up to them. But basically, right, the Minecraft kid comes up to Kevin and his friends and says, hey man, did you know Minecraft is real? And everyone's like, bro, what do you mean by that? He's like, bro, trust me on this. Minecraft is actually real. And they're just like, dude, okay, bro, like, what do you mean by that, bro? Like, that makes no sense out of context. Even in the context, it would make no sense, but out of context, some kid comes up to you and says Minecraft is real. It's like, yeah, it's a real game you can play, like, on Mac and Linux and Windows and Xbox, but what do you mean by real? He's like, bro, let me go harvest some wood for you guys. At this point, right, they're just like, what is this kid talking about? Because look, Kevin and his friends, they play a little Minecraft right at that time. It's a fun game. It's a fundamental game that it's just great for the childhood, bro. It's just good for the spirit, good for the soul. Everyone could gain something from going in a single player Minecraft world, just loading it up. I don't know, punching down some trees, you know, making a little dirt hut. Like, everyone's soul can grow a little bit from doing that. But the Minecraft kid basically says, hey man, I'm going to go harvest some wood, be right back. So Kevin and his friends are like thinking about it, and they're like, how does one harvest wood in Minecraft? Yeah, once you have an axe, like, it goes by much faster, but I'm sure most of you guys know that one of the first things you do is you punch a tree to get wood. Yeah, you punch a tree to get wood. So Kevin and his friends were like, wait a minute. And then they look over at the Minecraft kid, and he takes out his fist and starts whapping at this tree. Pop, pop, pop. And he's like, ow, ow, ow. And Kevin and his friends like, bro, stop. Stop it. Bro, stop it. Eventually, right, the Minecraft kid comes back with like a stick in his hand that he obviously found on the ground. He's like, all right, I successfully punched the wood. I got the tree for us. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be raising awareness for a cause. And they're all like, okay, weird segue, but what's the cause? So they were all like, all right, what's the cause you're raising awareness for? And he was like, Ender Dragon awareness. And they're all just like, bro, what? He's like, yeah, I'm raising awareness for the Ender Dragon. And they're just like, bro, what? Bro, what are you talking about? He's like, guys, it's a really serious issue. No one at this school is prepared for an Ender Dragon attack. By the way, comment Ender Dragon, 2 words in the comment section. I'm going to heart as many of those comments as I possibly can. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid was like, I've been looking around. I've been doing some research, some really intensive research, and all I can say is the school is not at all prepared for an Ender Dragon attack. And Kevin and his friends are just looking at each other like, bro, what is this kid talking about? And at this point, Kevin and his friends kind of look at each other and kind of smile a little bit, like they're trying to hold back a bit of a laugh. And the Minecraft kid starts to get annoyed. He's like, what is so funny about an Ender Dragon attack? Have you ever seen those things? Like, they spawn massive crystals to regenerate themselves. They ram into you. You know how much damage those things do? I mean, we don't even have supplies of enchanted golden apples, diamond armors, bows, and everyone's like, or Kevin and his friends are just like, bro, what are you talking about? And he's like, today in class, because like they had a class. So basically Kevin and some of Kevin's friends, as well as the Minecraft kid, had a class together. So the Minecraft kid and the class was happening after recess, which they were just chilling at recess. And the Minecraft kid goes up to them, or not goes up to them, but while he's talking to them, he's like, I'm going to bring this issue up at class. It's super serious. And like, you'll thank me. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. Like, kind of like one of those people's like, the world is ending yesterday. Trust me, bro. Like, you'll thank me or something. Like, you know, one of those guys who's just like, bro, you must repent. The rapture is going to happen in 1 minute. And a minute goes by. I mean, the next minute. I didn't mean last minute. Sorry, my watch was off. Then like another minute goes by. It's like, the rapture is coming. Trust me. Yeah, but anyways, right, Kevin and his friends are like, okay, bro, whatever. And then recess ends, and they have one class before that class they all have together. So Kevin goes to his other class, and he's actually, like, sitting in that class, not really paying a ton of attention. Because you know what he's thinking about? He's thinking about the class that's coming up next. And he's thinking about the Minecraft kid. And is he actually going to make a scene talking about Ender Dragon awareness, bro? Like, is he actually about to make a scene in class talking about how everyone needs to be prepared for an imminent Ender Dragon attack? Guys, it's coming. Trust me, bro. Sources, trust me, bro. Like, you just got to print out one of those, like, MLA citation pages for your history homework or whatever, and it goes to, like, sources. Trust me, bro. Ender Dragon attack imminent. But anyways, right, class eventually ends, and Kevin kind of rushes to his next class, and he gets there, like, a little bit early because he's so prompt to the class because he's excited to see what the Minecraft kid's going to do. And when he gets there, there's not a lot of kids there, but the kids that are there are his friends that have the class with them, and because they're also interested in what the Minecraft kid's about to do, if he's about to do that Ender Dragon awareness skit or whatever. It's not even a skit to the kid, like, he's taking it mad serious, but anyways, right. They all get there, and they sit down, and Kevin's like, are you thinking about? And they're like, yes, Minecraft kid. And he's like, yeah. He's like, do you think you're going to do it? And the kids are like, bro, I don't know, but if he does, I got to be here to see it. I got to get front row seats too. Because the Minecraft kid always sat in the same seat. It was kind of like front of the class, but kind of towards the left. So they all sat like behind him, only one row though, because they wanted to get the perfect seats in the house for this whole thing. But anyways, right, eventually the class does start, and the Minecraft kid is there, and everyone else is there. And the teacher's like starts going off about like, all right, class, we're gonna talk about European history. And all of a sudden, right, the Minecraft kid raises his hand. And the teacher, who's like about to start a lecture or something, looks at the Minecraft kid and is like, okay. Okay, also, maybe it's not a European history class. They just, like, the person who sent me a DM, which, by the way, if you want to send in a story, Instagram or Discord server, both are in the description. He basically just said history class, and I was like, oh, because I'm taking a European history class right now. Most likely, they were not doing intensive European history in 3rd grade. But let's just say a history class, right? The teacher was about to go on about whatever they're talking about. And the Minecraft kid raises his hand, and the teacher's like, oh, like, yes? And he's like, I have a presentation. And the teacher's like, well, I didn't really ask for anyone to do a presentation, but I guess if it's on if it's on history, like, sure, but keep it brief. And the teacher's like, yeah, so is it on history? And the Minecraft kid kind of like gulps for a second and says yes. I'm sure his logic was, this is so important that like he's going to get in trouble, but he has to do it for the safety of everyone else. He has to lie for everyone else's well-being. He's taking one for the team, man, or whatever, right? But anyways, right, he's like, yes. And so the teacher's like, all right, go ahead. And the Minecraft kid steps up to the front of the room, and Kevin and his boys are just sitting there like, dude, There's no shot this is happening. There's no shot I'm living in an era where this exists. Like, this is the greatest moment of all time. Thank God I was not born like 6 months earlier and was in a different class or whatever. And the Minecraft kid gets up and says, guys, this is really serious. And the room kind of goes quiet for a second because they're really like concerned. And the Minecraft kid says, everyone, the school is threatened. There may be an imminent attack. And at this point, bro, everyone is starting to like panic. Even the teacher's like really worried about where this is going. And the kid goes, yes, guys. The Ender Dragon can attack at any time. And everyone's like, bro, what? Like, I mean, no one said anything, but their face is just like turned. They're just like, what did this kid say? He's like, guys, I've done a lot of research. I've gone around the school. I've done all the checks, and we are in no position to withstand an Ender Dragon attack. And the teacher is just looking at him with this face of, bro, you cannot be serious. He's like, guys, the Ender Dragon is extremely serious. I need you to understand. If the Ender Dragon attacks us, we'll be all goners. At this point, the class is like starting to realize that this is like the weirdest thing they've ever been. And like some kids are like holding back laughter. Most of them are just so shocked at this point that they don't have any emotions. They're just absorbing information and data at this point. They're just like, what is going on? And he's like, guys, I have a 3-step plan to protect us from an Ender Dragon attack. And like mid-sentence, the teacher's like, all right, that is enough, Minecraft kid. He said his actual name, but he's like, that's enough, Minecraft kid. I invite you to sit back down. And the Minecraft kid says, no, this is really serious. Teacher's like, Minecraft kid, sit down. He's like, no, I'm doing this for you guys. He's like, nope, this is ridiculous. The Ender Dragon is not real. And the Minecraft kid's like, what do you mean the Ender Dragon's not real? And he starts getting all mad. And the teacher's like, if you don't sit down in the next 5 seconds, you're going to the principal's office. And the Minecraft kid says, if that shall be, if you want to sacrifice the school, the students, me, and yourself, and not listen to my safety precautions about the Ender Dragon, then so be it. Send me to the principal's office. And he thought that this was going to like, I don't know, strike a chord with the principal's heart, and he'd be like, oh, you're so right, or whatever. Nah, bro. He went straight to the principal's office. Lol. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that recommended. Go watch. I'll be very happy. Today we got a story time with this Minecraft kid who spent tens of thousands of dollars on his parents' credit card, getting better gaming gear, getting like in-game purchases so that he could become the best gaming Minecraft player of all time. Yeah, his parents eventually found out, and he got in a ton of trouble, and it was pretty funny. So yeah, sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So we're going to call the subscriber who sent in today's story, we're going to call him Steve. And by the way, if you want to send in a story, Discord and Instagram in the description, that's where you can send them. Anyways, right, so Steve was friends with this guy, and we're just going to call this guy the Minecraft kid. And I have to say this every single time. Obviously, if you play Minecraft, I have nothing against you. I mean, dude, look at the gameplay in the background of this video, like, bro, obviously I enjoy a bit of Minecraft myself. But anyways, right, so, you know, Steve was friends with this kid, and we're just gonna call him a Minecraft kid, because he was super obsessed with, like, a lot of, like, Minecraft, like, multiplayer games, so, like, Bed Wars, Sky Wars, any kind of game on Hypixel, or any of those, like, Lunar or something, any of those, like, sites, or not sites, but servers. And basically, right, you know, this kid was getting more and more and more into it, and while Steve and his friends, because they kind of had a friend group, it was like Steve, the Minecraft kid, and a couple other guys. I don't think I'm going to end up giving them a name, but if I need to, I'll do that later on. Anyways, they all did enjoy Minecraft, and that was kind of the game that they played together. They would hop on after school, and after they did all their homework, I mean, sometimes they wouldn't do their homework, but basically, after school, they'd hop on and, like, all play, like, Bed Wars 4s together, and after a while, they actually got pretty good. But the thing was, right, the Minecraft kid got much better than all of them, or like any of them individually, because they all got better because they played a lot after school. But the Minecraft kid would stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning, just grinding Minecraft, getting better at it, doing like 1v1 duels and such. This kid was putting in like crazy hours just to get better at Minecraft, right? And his friends, including Steve, were starting to realize that like, oh, the skill gap between us is getting pretty large. Like maybe this kid is like I don't know if he's gonna want to play with us. Like we're not keeping up. And, anyways, as time goes on, right, the Minecraft kid gets more and more and more obsessed and focused on actually doing well. And they actually, started to see, like, his grades were slipping a little bit. Like, the teacher was handing back tests, and the teacher normally hands it face up, but will occasionally hand it back face down if, like, the teacher's trying to, like, protect your bad score. And no one, like, the Minecraft kid never really got it face down before. He never, like, aced the test. He was never, like, crazy good. But he started getting all of his assignments back face down. He wasn't turning in the homework, all that kind of stuff. So his friends were like, all right, this guy's getting in a little bit too deep. But anyways, right, there was a long weekend coming up and they wanted to have a sleepover on one, or maybe it's just a regular weekend. I don't totally know. But anyways, the weekend was coming up. That's all you need to know. And they wanted to like hang out together and kind of have like be able to like, sleep over together. And they're all going to bring their laptops. So they're still going to play Minecraft together, and they'll go to they'll bring a bunch of desks into his room, or they'll go to the basement or something. Basically, so they can all play Minecraft together, but not just be on voice call on Discord or something. Speaking of Discord, I have a Discord server. I'd love it if you joined it. I hop in there every once in a while. It's in the description, so if you haven't already. But anyways, right, so this one day they were all or this weekend, they were planning on all coming together and hanging out and playing Minecraft together. But anyways, right, so, the week goes on and the days go by, and eventually, man, it's Saturday, and it's a pretty exciting day because, Steve is pretty excited to go over with his friends to the Minecraft kids' house and play a lot of Minecraft with them because, bro, that was just that's just what they did. They had a good time. Eventually, right, the time comes around and Steve's mom, drives him over. Steve has his sleeping bag, his kit with his toothbrush in it. And he also brings his backpack, which has, his gaming laptop, which I think is I don't know, some Windows something, a mouse pad. I think he just used a built-in keyboard. And, he was pretty excited. He was kind of hyped. This was going to be a cool night. So anyways, right, when Steve gets to the Minecraft kid's house, he's greeted by the Minecraft kid's mom, sorry. He's greeted by the Minecraft kid's mom. She's like, oh, the Minecraft kid, said his actual name, is so excited for you to be here. If you want to go upstairs, they're actually starting to set up right now. So, Steve goes up and he goes up there and the Minecraft kid and all of his friends are they're taking out their laptops. They're moving desks around to make a mega desk. Office reference for anyone who got that. And they were, Steve got up there and it was pretty hype. I'm not going to lie. If any of my friends wanted to do that, I know I'm 19, but that still sounds pretty hype, I'm going to be honest. But anyways, right, so, they set up the desks and everything. And all of a sudden, right, Steve is looking around and he sees the Minecraft kid. He pulls out his computer to put it on a desk, and it's not like a laptop, bro. It's a desktop, and it's a crazy desktop. Personally, I don't know a lot about computers, so I might say some stuff that isn't, factually correct. But, dude, he pulled out, a desktop computer that was probably, $4 to $5 grand. And especially when he started telling them the specs, it was definitely $4 to $5 grand. Just by because the kid who Steve, the subscriber, knows knows computers better than me. This computer was definitely in the range of $4,000 to $5,000 if you were to buy it. Maybe if you were to put it together yourself, it'd be 3 to 4 instead of 4 to 5. But either way, it was a lot of big bucks that went into this. And he also took out his keyboard, which is probably the most expensive keyboard you can get. It was I don't know, probably $300-$400. He got a very expensive wireless mouse as well, which is I don't know if any people who play games actually use wireless mouses, but whatever, bro. He took out all that stuff. And Steve was just looking at it and bro, when did you get this? He's I got it recently. And, Steve is bro, how did you afford any of this? Because look, these guys were, I think, in 6th or 7th grade. So they weren't they didn't have a lot of disposable income. I think Steve had $25 in his bank account from doing some lawn work for his dad. he's like, yeah, this is a little bit more than $25. And the Minecraft kid says to them, so my mom actually invested in my career. And they're like, bro, what are you talking about? And he's like, I explained to my mom that like this could be a really lucrative career. He probably didn't say lucrative, but he's like, I can make a lot of money being a Minecraft gamer. And she was really excited about it. So she decided to get me all this stuff. And while that story sounded a little bit suspicious, Steve honestly didn't care because he like, hey bro, like his friend had some cool gaming stuff, maybe he'd be better, maybe he'd carry him a little bit harder, get his like Bed Wars stats up a little more. Steve didn't question it, and all of Steve's friends that were there as well also didn't question it. Real quick, comment Minecraft down below. I'm gonna try and heart as many comments that say Minecraft. I just want to heart, like, give you guys some hearts as like a thank you for watching. And the easiest way is if I filter it by a certain word. And also while you're down there, if you haven't already, leave a like on the video. You'll get some good luck. Actually, you won't. You'll get nothing. I lied. Anyways, right, so, you know, Steve eventually gets his computer out, he gets it all set up, and everyone's set up at this point, they're all ready, and they log into Hypixel together. If you don't know, that's kind of like a server where they play this game together called Bed Wars, and they were planning on grinding out some Bed Wars together. They had like a strategy going and everything. And when the Minecraft kid logged on, before he used to be like an MVP, which basically was like, it's a rank on Hypixel, you get like, cosmetic stuff. It doesn't actually help you that much. But when they logged on, they noticed that, you know, this kid was like MVP++, which basically is like costs a lot of money and it's like costs money per month. And they're like, whoa, like when did you get that? And the Minecraft kid was like, this is part of my mom's investment in my career. And anyways, right, as they were in the game, they noticed like they were playing some like Bed Wars or whatever, and they realized that the Minecraft kid had all these new cosmetic items, like, and like all these stuff in Bed Wars. And they're like, wow, man, like, how did you get all this stuff? Because you can get a lot of those stuff for free, but he basically said part of my mom's investment in me was buying a lot of mystery boxes. And they were like, dang, bro, like those mystery boxes cost like a lot, like decent amount of money. And he's like, yeah, she really wanted me to have the best chance, which is kind of funny because the cosmetic items literally do nothing to help you. I think like the pig bed break or something can help you a little bit if you know how to use it. But other than that, they really don't help you at all. And anyways, right, they were just kind of like going about their day, but they all realized that the Minecraft kid had basically a ton of money went into this setup and his account. Because they also played on like Lunar Client, which is a specific type of like, a specific client. It's like different from the Minecraft launcher, but it allows you to like do extra things as well. And they saw that he had all these like cosmetic items on, like he had a hat, he had like a cape or something. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is they saw that he had a much better gaming setup, and he also had a ton of like in-game purchases. So they're having a pretty good time, and everything seemed pretty normal. They were playing some Bed Wars, they were just grinding that out. Up until, right, they heard the Minecraft kid's mom scream his name. And I'm just going to say Ben for this because I need a name, but we're going to go back to calling the Minecraft kid after I call him Ben for this one little segment. So the Minecraft kid's mom was like, Ben, get down here. And the other kids, including Steve, realized this was pretty serious because probably the Minecraft kid's mom wouldn't have tried to embarrass him with his friends over unless it was a really, really big deal. Steve looked at the Minecraft kid's face, and the Minecraft kid's face went like white, like all the blood rushed out of it, because he knew that the gig was up and he was in a ton of trouble. So, right, Steve and his friends, they don't go downstairs. But, you know, I guess the walls are thin enough, or it's just like, it's easy and sound travels really well in the Minecraft kid's house. Because the Minecraft kid, like runs downstairs, and Steve and his friends, they get up and they go like to the door to listen to hear what it is. And basically, right, the Minecraft kid's mom is like Ben, or Minecraft kid, either one, right? She's like, Ben, why is there a $10,000 charge on my credit card? And they're all just like, oh my God. Like, she didn't actually invest in his Minecraft career. I knew that sounded suspicious. He just stole the card and paid for it anyways. And she's like, Ben, what is this? And Ben tries to play it off like, Mom, I have no idea. You probably got hacked. And she, like, looks at the credit card statements and sees, like, because Ben didn't, like, transfer to, like, another account or something. He just made a bunch of purchases on, you know, with his mom's credit card. And she's like, really? Then why is it a, you know, a $3,000 gaming laptop, a whatever. She starts going through the purchases, and then she starts running through the purchases made it. And she's like, what is this hypixel.net? And then she's like, wait a minute, I remember you talking about that with your friends. That's like the gaming server you're on all the time. You did do this. And then all of a sudden, right, they hear like Ben is like crying a little bit. He's like, I didn't mean to. And she's like, what do you mean you didn't mean to? Because like, bro, here's the thing. Yes, you did mean to. Like, maybe you're like, you can feel bad about doing something, but bro, you definitely did. Like, you can't say, I didn't know what I was doing. Dude, you took the card, you put it in, you saw it say, this costs $3,000, $4,000, and you said, okay, that sounds good. You knew what you were doing. You can still regret it, but you still knew what you were doing. So then they hear like his mom like talking to the Minecraft kid a little bit more, but she's talking in a lower voice than like the screaming voice, so they could no longer hear it. So they all kind of like press up to the door really closely to try and hear on what's going on. But, all they hear is like Ben's footsteps walking back up the stairs. So they all like run away from the door, run back to their chairs, and pretend like they have no idea what's going on. So Ben walks in, his eyes are all red. He's obviously been crying a lot because his mom is really, really mad. And he's like, guys, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to call your parents to pick you up. I can't have you guys over anymore. My mom is forcing you guys to leave. And they're like, oh, okay. They're not going to ask what happened because they know exactly what happened, and they're not trying to like make this situation worse. So yeah, they all call up their parents, and the parents are really like, at first, like Steve's mom is like, did you do something? He's like, no, it's not me. I'll explain later. I'm all good. I didn't do anything, but I need you to pick me up. Steve's mom was a little bit upset because she had plans to go to, so she had to like call the people she had plans with to like push it back by an hour. And so eventually, right, parents are coming up and picking people up, and at this point, right, Steve and his friends are kind of hanging out together, but the Minecraft kid is not hanging out with them because he's having a long conversation with his mom. And when the Minecraft kid's dad gets back, he's having a long conversation with his dad and going over like probably, how much of a refund can you get and how much work will he be doing this summer to make it up for them and how much will he be punished for this basically. And yeah, eventually Steve's mom comes, picks him up. He's in the car, and Steve's mom is like almost a little mad at him because she still thinks it's his fault. And Steve is like, all right, do I have a story to tell you? Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some on the recommended. Go watch, I'll be happy. We got a story time of a Minecraft kid who actually tries to fight his teacher with one of those like stupid floppy like diamond sword toys that you got as a kid. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So yeah, sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. Enjoy. Anyway, so we're going to call the subscriber who sent in this story, which, by the way, if you want to send in stories, you can send them into my Instagram or Discord server. Jeez, I can't talk. Both are in the description of the video. We're going to call the subscriber Sophie, right? So anyways, Sophie is in 6th grade, and in this class, there's this kid that she's, like, not really friends with, but she's at least friendly with, and we're just going to call him Minecraft Kid. And every single video, I have to say this, I'm going to make it quick. If you play Minecraft, I don't hate you, bro. I mean, look at the gameplay in the background of this video, but if Minecraft Kid has a different connotation to the name, and if you've watched my videos enough, you'll know what I mean when I say Minecraft Kid. Anyway, so there's a pretty big test coming up, and this was a math class. So, in some other classes, it's a little bit more subjective, the grading, and this is going to be pretty important later on, but in some classes, such as English or history or maybe like some art class, the teachers have a bit more say in how they grade it. However, when it comes to a lot of math classes, a lot of the times you either get the answer right or you get the answer wrong. Like maybe with an English like essay, the teacher likes how you wrote it. Sure, there's grammar and syntax that you could argue is important and will be kind of like, you can't grade it, like you can't like say, oh, the syntax is right or wrong. It just is right or wrong. But at the end of the day, right, I feel like math and a lot of sciences are a lot more, objective. You can't like give someone an A if they get all the answers wrong and give someone a B even if they got all the answers right. So this is like pretty important later on, but they're in a math class and there's a pretty big test coming up. And the kid in Sophie's class that we're calling the Minecraft kid, you know, he wasn't doing a ton of studying because he was, you know, he was grinding those Bed Wars levels. He was grinding that Minecraft. He was on that Minecraft grind. I don't know how else to say it. But anyways, right, you know, he wasn't really, you know, studying or doing the homework or anything. And he was definitely unprepared for this test, or at least Sophie thought so. Yeah, I guess Sophie didn't follow him back to school, like back from school to his home and like watched him to see if he actually did, you know, just played Bed Wars or actually did his math homework, because that would be a little weird. And by little, that's a bit of an understatement. I mean, very, very weird. But Sophie, you know, she had her reason. She had her, you know, because of the Minecraft kid not paying attention in class, not getting any of the answers right, never handing in homework. And also some of her friends that were friends with his friends kind of confirmed that whole thing. So Sophie was pretty sure that the Minecraft kid was probably not going to do well on this upcoming assessment. Anyways, right, so a day before the test, the teacher randomly assigned people into pairs to study with each other, as he thought it would be a kind of an interesting way to study before the test, as the day before that, he kind of had like a come in with any questions you want type session, and by the end of the class, the kids were kind of done asking questions, so we kind of felt as if having another one of those might not be, you know, might not yield the best results, but he was like, you know what, might as well, like, pair people up with random people and have them go through problems. Maybe they'll be exposed to different ways or different kind of like ways to see these math problems, different ways to solve these problems. Maybe they'll, you know, discover that they don't understand something and someone will be able to explain it on a micro level. I don't even know, but he was just like, this will be interesting. So he did the names kind of randomly. I don't think he like went ahead with like a random number generator. I think he just kind of paired people up randomly. But yeah, Sophie got paired up with the Minecraft kid. And Sophie then got first-hand account of how behind the Minecraft kid really was. They were sitting down, the Minecraft kid and Sophie. They were going through some practice problems, and the Minecraft kid would be like, how do you do this? And look, here's the thing. There's no issue with asking questions, especially like in a math class. And even if it's very simple, like, that's totally fine. If you don't get something, even if you're at a point where you should probably get it, it's totally fair to just be like, you know what, I should, you know, ask someone. I mean, obviously, like, look online is pretty good too, and you don't have to like worry about being embarrassed. Shout out the organic chemistry tutor and also Khan Academy. But at the end of the day, right, if you got to ask a question, you got to ask a question, man. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid basically asked a question about every basic component of every question they had for every single question. Like, he didn't even know how to start any of them. And at one point, right, about halfway through asking questions, he kind of just gave up and went to, like, doodling on a notepad. And Sophie was just looking at him like, bro, we have a test tomorrow. Like, because Sophie was pretty prepared. Sophie took the class pretty seriously, and she was at a point where she felt pretty confident because she had studied quite a bit for the weeks prior and had just been doing the homework and, you know, did well in the quizzes, whatever. And she kind of thought to herself, like, hey, man, like, I'm willing to answer your questions, and you're in a position where you desperately need, you know, some questions answered because we got a pretty major assessment coming up. Like, come on, like, I'm here to help. I'm literally just here to help you. But the Minecraft kid just decided to start doodling, and he was like drawing a creeper or something, and she's like, all right, bro, whatever. Like, it is what it is. I'll just do some projects I'll do some problems by myself. Whatever. Anyways, right, so the next day comes around, and it's the day of the test. And the night before, Sophie actually ended up studying quite a bit, and she was feeling pretty prepared. In fact, she felt like she was, if anything, a little bit over-prepared. And sure enough, when the day of the test came, she sat down, she saw the problems, and the studying paid off. She saw, like, all the problems that were on the test were basically stuff that she already had, you know, had practiced many, many times, and she felt very confident going through it. However, she looked over towards the end of it, the Minecraft kid, and he was still on the first page, and he had not even started anything yet. He was kind of just, like, looking at the clock, kind of, like, scribbling on the side. Like, bro was not even trying to make any progress at this point. So after the Minecraft kid gets his tests back, things get really interesting as he gets really, really angry with the results. So I'm just going to have the secret word now. So if you made it this far into the video, comment test down below, T-E-S-T, what? T-E-S-T, sorry. My brain kind of malfunctioned for a second. I'm going to filter the comments by the special keyword and heart as many of those as I can. So if you'd like to get a free heart and maybe farm top commenter on the channel, go ahead and do that. But anyways, right, Sophie was looking over, and with like 20 minutes left of the test, the Minecraft kid was just like made no progress. He was not doing it. Like, understandably, if you don't study for a test, you don't do well in the quizzes, and you don't do the homework, bro, you're not going to be able to solve like math. You're not going to be able to be one of those like 1700s mathematicians being able to figure out how math works on the day of the test. It's just not going to happen. And yeah, with the Minecraft kid, it just didn't happen. So the next day rolls around and the teacher had the test graded, as the teacher was, I've had a lot of teachers in high school and so far in college that, bro, they take so long to grade that stuff. Like, I get it. I procrastinate on stuff as well. I, want to have a life. Trust me, I understand. But like, I get the grade for the test back like 3 weeks later. I'm like, bro, you only have 20 people in this one class and you only teach one section. What are you doing? But this teacher was pretty good. This teacher was pretty proactive. And the teacher had the grades for the tests back the next day. So, the teacher's walking around handing back tests. And the teacher was like handing like some of them face up and some of them face down, which, the thing is, the idea of like handing back a test face down on the surface makes sense because you're trying to like hide the bad grade from everyone. But the thing is, if you don't hand back every test face down, then people are going to know that anyone who got a test back hand down, like face down, maybe they don't know exactly what their grade is, but they know their grade is pretty bad. So it kind of defeats the purpose. But anyways, the teacher wasn't really thinking about that as he went around, handed Sophie's test face up because she got a 95. Congrats, Sophie, the subscriber. Congratulations. Good work. If you want to send in the story, by the way, Discord server in the description. Go ahead, join it. I'm there sometimes. Anyways, good work, Sophie. And the teacher's going around handing out the test back and eventually gets the Minecraft kid and the test obviously face down. Sophie was sitting one row across from the Minecraft kid and like 1 or 2 seats back, so she was in the perfect position and the perfect angle to see when the Minecraft kid eventually picked up his paper, his test, flipped it over. She was able to see the big red circle with a 28 in it, and this wasn't like a 36 possible points and you only get 28 of them. This test was out of 100. The Minecraft kid got a 28%, which for the fact of not even trying at all, I think 28% might have even been generous. But hey man, I've been there, bro. I've definitely been in the trenches down bad in some of my classes, so I can definitely relate to that. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid almost looked shocked and like, oh my god, this is impossible. I didn't study at all. Why didn't I get 100%? Like, bro, you gotta study for this. I don't know how else to say it. Oh my god, I didn't try and I failed? This is so upsetting. I can't understand it at all. I didn't put any effort in, and my actions have consequences. My favorite line from The Simpsons, one of my favorite childhood shows, is when Homer Simpson says, "Oh, why do my actions have consequences?" This is a perfect example of how beautiful that line is. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid was not going to have this. And today he wanted to show his friends his new, like, Minecraft creeper doll plush thing, as well as his new Minecraft diamond sword. And I don't know if you guys had one of those as a kid. I think I still have mine from way back in the day, but I'd have to, like, dig it up, and I'm not at home right now. But anyways, there's these kind of, like, foam diamond swords that you can play with, and I used to get one as a kid. Anyways, the Minecraft kid recently got it, like a creeper stuffed animal thing, as well as a Minecraft diamond sword, and he brought both of them to school to show his friends. However, the Minecraft diamond sword was also still in his backpack that he brought to class. So he's looking at his paper, and he raises his hand. He's like, "Teacher, there must be a mistake." And the teacher looks at the Minecraft kid, knowing very well that he, 1, failed, and also 2, failed because all of his answers were wrong. This wasn't some mistake on the teacher's part. This man failed because all of his answers were basically wrong. If anything, the teacher was generous with the amount of extra credit the teacher gave. So at this point, the Minecraft kid is starting to realize that there's no coming back from this. That, the teacher, he's not going to be like, "Oh, my mistake, you actually got 101%. That's my fault. I just, my hand slipped. You actually did really well." Obviously, the teacher's not going to budge at this point, so the Minecraft kid says, "You have disrespected my honor." And everyone was like, "Bro, what's going on?" Because the Minecraft kid didn't really talk much, and Sophie didn't have any other classes with the Minecraft kid, so she didn't really know what he was like. But this was very weird because this kid who just failed the test got up and is like, "You disrespected my honor." He reaches into his backpack, whips out his new floppy Minecraft sword, starts waving it around, and is like, "We must duel."
for my honor. Apparently, he probably watched like some kind of like movie from like medieval fights or something, and now he was like, everything is about one's honor, and we must have a duel to like figure out whose honor is. I don't even know, but I can't follow the logic if there is none. I'm sorry. And the teacher at this point is just so startled and taken aback by the series of events that just occurred within like a 45-second window. First, the Minecraft kid says, "You made a mistake," when obviously he didn't. Second, he says, "You have disrespected my honor." Then he pulls out like one of those floppy Minecraft diamond sword foam things. And then fourth, he said, "We must duel." All with it. This is, what did I say, 6th grade? This is like a 6th grade class. This is in kindergarten, bro. What is going on? So yeah, the Minecraft kid is like, all right, the duel shall commence. And everyone is just looking at him like, dude, what? What? And Sophie is so taken aback because she knew the Minecraft kid was maybe a little weird and he didn't study for the test, but she could not in a million years have predicted this at all. Like, even if someone said, yo, the Minecraft kid's about to fight his teacher PvP style with a fake Minecraft sword, she would have looked at them like, all right, buddy, like, all right, bro, like, I know for a fact that's not happening. And then all of a sudden, the Minecraft kid shouts out, "For honor and glory!" And he starts running towards the teacher and is like, goes up to him. It's like, pop, pop, pop. So it's like whapping him with the side of like the foam sword, doing absolutely no actual damage except like plus 100 annoyance damage. Like the annoyance meter is going up really, really quickly. The actual damage bar, nothing has changed. But the annoyance bar, that thing is shooting through the roof. And the teacher's like, "Hey, stop it. You can't do that." And the Minecraft kid is like, "This is for my honor." It starts like whapping him pap, 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 with like the little Minecraft sword. And the teacher must have had a bad day and also was just so shocked by the events going on because he grabs the sword, rips it out of his hand, and like throws it across the room, super angry. At this point, right, the Minecraft kid is kind of snapped out of his like weird like Minecraft headspace or whatever, and it's kind of snap back to reality, realizing how stupid the thing he just did was. And he's like looking up at the teacher, and the teacher looks at him super angry at this point because the teacher is no longer in a state of shock where he just has no idea what's even going on. The teacher is looking at him like, "You messed up, kid." And he looks at the Minecraft kid and he says, "That's it. Principal's office now." Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that recommended. Go watch one. I'll be very happy. Thanks, bye.